Yo, Bloated Kiki's a G, bro. I mean, he's a dickhead on the internet, but I'm just saying, like, don't get comfortable that he's not like around. You know, he's definitely
You
gonna
think
fucking
he's a G? You think he's really a
on the
G?
yeah, in trolling, yeah.
Yeah,
Yo, he's a
no doubt.
G when it comes to that fucking YouTube shit. Like
When
he'll,
it comes to
He knows
trolling,
what
he is
he's
a good
doing
guy.
and
yeah,
will
yeah, he's very
avoid
smart.
I mean,
everything.
he
He
ended
knows what.
Tonic real quick.
Woo! Welcome to the stream, everybody. I just been told by my brother Prison Mike that CPN is doing a response video to our response video. Now, see, it took CPN, I think it was like 35-40 minutes to do a response video to my 5 minute video. So that stream is 3 hours long. Can you imagine? Fuck this. We start from the top first anyway. Let's have a look. Yo, Grappler, welcome to the stream, brother. Adami, welcome to the stream. King Talk, aka Michael Talk, I sort your shit out, brother. Welcome to the stream. Shane Adams, welcome to the stream, brother. Bucky, welcome to the stream. GD Allen, welcome to the stream, brother. Princess Kiwi, welcome to the stream. I just found out about this BK dude. Hello, Steve Wilcox. So, hey, you like this? You like this? Hey, we at the carnival now, people. You know, we at the carnival. Okay, we at the carnival. Simple as this. This is. I could have done a better job, but I thrown this together really quick. You know, PK, you crazy fuck. Hey, hello, Wolf. Welcome to the stream, brother. Prison Mike will be along in 15 minutes. He's just on his way home. And then he will be jumping on. He's already turned his computer on. It was on when he left, so we can come back and jump straight on, you know. and we're going to go to LOBK Crazy Naked Woman. Mwah. Welcome to the stream, Queen I am. Mwah. Wesley Pipes, welcome to the stream, brother. Ready for the nukes? Of course, brother, of course. I will drop the link for you to jump on. But first, I just want to say something. We're going to dissect CPN's last video because oh my God, he literally throws Mother Nature under the bus, and then he tries to blame everyone. Oh, we've literally got him defending Chomos. That's what we've got. We've literally got him defending Chomos. Hello, Money Grims, welcome to the stream, brother. Anyone know a reliable dog walker? You know, I know a dog walker, but reliable, I don't know. It says he's got 5 stars, but he's had no review, so this is like this is almost like default, you know. So I don't want to put your dog in danger. Who knows what will happen, you know? Hello, Dog the Bounty Hunter. Welcome to the stream, brother. Aloha. Yes, I could not believe it. I could not believe we've literally got him defending Chomos right now. This is some next level shit, you know, next level shit. And I downloaded the stream and I'm going to clip the fuck out of it. And I always forget his name. What is the dude's name? Will give me the thing about the dog walking. It will come to me. He gave me an idea. He said you should cut all the lies and bullshit CPN says. And when I'm doing like a stream about CPN, obviously I played this intro for the stream. I was like, yes, maybe I will do this, because that video yesterday, oh, it was so cringy, absolutely cringy, you know. The lies upon lies. He cannot help himself but lie. I see this now, you know. I knew it anyway, but I've never watched his channel. I've been watching his content and downloading it because he might think he's been getting watch minutes off me and watch time, but no, he hasn't. Because there is a way around this. So I've got your stream, but your analytics don't know I watched it. And the cringe is too real, you know.
Hurry up.
Hello, Wolf, brother.
What's going on, BK?
Not very good. How are you?
I'm living, baby. Living.
That's good. That's good. So, you want to get some things off your chest, brother?
As a matter of fucking fact, I do. Okay, so we're going to go all the way back to Whoopstock. And the whole cherry pie situation. So I was there, and of course, as the motherfuckers know, that me and CPN at the time were tighter than a bullfrog's ass at the time. And some of the shit that I seen him do and say kind of disturbed me. One of the things that stands out prevalent in my mind was when I come up on the golf cart that, you know, I asked Rob to do because I've got a bad back. I'm sitting there and I just come back to get some pretzels, and for me, Cherry, CPN, Casper, and a few other people, we're sitting there, we're all sitting there eating, and I hear Cherry tell him, "No, I didn't let him touch me. No, I promise. You could ask Casper. I didn't let him touch me." Just the fear in that woman's eyes told me everything I needed to know. Mm. Does he rule these women with fear? Because that woman looked like she was shaking like a fucking a dog that just shit his fucking pants. I mean, it was that bad.
I can't believe. I bet he uses his status in the online juggalo world, and then, you know, he like capitalizes with people feel like that anyone will believe him over them. You know what I mean?
Oh, and brother, you said exactly what I was about to say. When he attacked me, now he says it was a fight. Any motherfucker that has any type of brain cells know that a fight consists of two people. Yes. One person and one person, they fight. That's a fight. An assault is one person attacking somebody else that's not fighting back because he doesn't want to fight back.
Exactly.
That was me at the gathering. I didn't want to fight him. People ask me, Wolf, why didn't you fight him back? Because my father always told me, son, if you fight your friends and you get the better of your friend, they're not going to want to be your friend anymore. All right. So I've taken that throughout my years, and I've never fought a friend. Because normally, if you're not jacked up on coke and Adderall, you could actually talk to the person and bring them down, like, hey, look, dude, blah, blah, this, that, and the third. So here we're done. So now we're going to go a little bit further to this past year gathering. Okay. So the last year at Woopstock, my brother Lonnie, as you all know, who has recently passed away last year in 2019, he was diagnosed with brain cancer, and I made it a mission of my own to do something for him because he was family. And so I talked to Keegan, I talked to Mankini, I pretty much talked to anybody who would listen to me and talk to him about my brother. Well, we'll fast forward a year, and the nights, because what happened was there was a Saturday night that he did a video, and he says, when it comes to me, Juggernaut, and everybody here, we are no longer affiliated with the Juggernaut or the Silent Benefit Show. It has been too much problems, too much hassle, and we don't want nothing to do with it. I am washing my hands of it. If you go back in time, you can watch the video still up. So he washed his hands of it. He's like, I'm done. Fuck this shit. I'm done. The next day, by happenstance, guess who I get a call from? Rob Bruce, Jump Steady. Says, hey, Wolf, this, that, and the third. He wanted to know exactly what was going on. He wanted Lonnie's mom's phone number so he can verify all the information I told him. Gave him all that information and this, that, and the third. So then Rob calls me back, a couple hours later. I said, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to give you a 4-hour time slot. You guys are pretty much going to kick off the gathering with the Exxon Benefit Show.
Nice.
I'm like honored, want to cry like a fucking kid, just shit his pants at church, and just all that shit. Because I was ecstatic because I know my brother was on limited time.
Yes.
But if I could do something for him that he could take to Shangri-La with him, it would mean the world to me. So of course I'm sitting there blowing up Max's phone. He's like, what the fuck do you want? I'm like, dude, I just got the call from Rob. We're in. We're in what? We're inside the gathering, bro. We've got a fucking slot at the gathering. So, of course, he calls CPN, blah, blah, blah. So then they start talking. Those start talking. And they take it away from me. They take over creative control and the whole 9 yards. And I asked them, like, yo, the fuck? It took 11 months of my life and talking to people, and you're just going to take it away at the fucking 1 yard line and take it through to the end zone like, hey, look at me. I fucking did all this. And this is exactly what he did. He took it away from me and made it his own. Because you didn't see the Big Bad Wolf in the Juggernaut Presents the Excited Benefit Show, did you?
No.
No. But you could bet your sweet little ass that pompous, self-serving prick made it damn sure that he sung his song, Mr. Creepy. Y'all seen that shit, right?
Yes.
Y'all seen that shit, right?
Yes.
He made it a purpose that he took over the show so he could sing his song. Now, I watched the Juggernaut Spinner Boys anniversary stream. And there was a lot of lies in that motherfucker. Oh my God, there was lots of lies. So we'll start at the top. The top would be number one, would be that I did not do anything for the Juggernaut. We're going to go down the list. I talked to Tom Wood. The crest that I now own, lock, stock, and barrel, and a sole owner of that crest. I'm the one that was my design in Tom Wood's tweaks. That was me. I contacted Tom Wood. Me and Tom Wood talked for weeks to get it to where it was. Okay. The banner that was sitting behind Max when he was singing at the party, I paid for that. That 20-foot by 20-foot banner, I paid for that. The 5 by 8 that was sitting at the Juggernaut, or as Not Slim One calls it, the trolls down at the bottom of the hill, I paid for that. Okay. And the fifth wheel, there was 4 people initially who paid for that. Myself, Esteban, McInhose, and Church. That was it. And the reason why we didn't get back our deposit is because Roxy was so fucking drunk, she decided to fucking wet the bed. Bro, I'm talking, she went through both the cushions, the memory foam mattress, and there was a fucking puddle. I mean, wow. And they're saying, well, and mind you, this is when everybody was on the fuck Wolfwagon. Like, he fucking, he stole from fucking Church. He stole from fucking Mackinac. Yeah, I said, I told Church. Church at the time owed me some cash. I said, you know what? If I'm not going to lose, I know if I lose all the money that I put in, fine. You and you know what you owe me? Disperse it between yourself, Mackinac, and Esteban. Because even after I told Esteban about the situation, he says, dude, Wolf, you didn't have to tell us anything. You could have kept that $500 and not told a goddamn soul. He says, but that's not the way you are. That's not the way you are. You're a man enough to say, look, if this goes right, we all give him some money back, which is $125. So McIntyre got his pay. Esteban got his pay. Church got his pay. I lost mine. So essentially, I lost, $500 because somebody couldn't hold their bladder.
That's an expensive.
Oh, it was. And I mean, I spent way more than that because the Gimp and Sarah Quail were supposed to be on the fifth wheel with us, and they backed out the last minute. So I didn't want to leave my homies in the bone, so I had to pay, extra $600 and some odd dollars, so we didn't lose the fifth wheel, so we all can have a place to sleep. Mm-hmm. Now, when it comes to the golf cart, I legitimately have what's called spinal stenosis. Basically, what it is, for people that don't know, it's narrowing of the spinal column. It's a genetic form of the disease that basically will be crippling me by the time I'm 50, 55, 60, somewhere in there. It is what it is. It's a genetic disease. I can't stop it. It's not because I'm fat, even though I am fat and I do look like a bullfrog sometimes. That's why I have a goatee. Quoting you, BK. Quoting you. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, shit. I got a bullfrog neck. I ain't gonna lie, shit. What the fuck? But where was I going with that? I don't fucking remember. But I was the one that made damn sure that within the Juggernaut, me and CPN butted head quite a few times. That week at the gathering, I mean, he came down on me because I wasn't in a place where I was supposed to be. BK, I'm gonna tell you right here right now, man to man, in front of all of your people, that you did not pay for, that you legitimately have the subs. I was running around that fucking campsite like a chicken with my fucking head cut off. Because somebody would ask me, like, yo, Wolf, can you take me up to my, this is mostly the Bender boys. They're like, well, hey, can you run me up to my campsite because I'm not feeling well. Lord Zero, during Suicide Set, says, dude, I am feeling like shit. Can you run me up there because I'm feeling like shit? I'm like, what do you mean? He says, I feel like shit. I think I'm going to pass out. What the fuck am I going to do? Say, no, fuck you? Like, no, fuck you. I'm not gonna let you walk up that fucking hill and die on the way up. What the fuck?
Exactly.
So there was that. And then we're gonna go back to the all infamous attack on me. So the way it went down, and it's exactly from my recollection, is it was, I just got done, shuffling the third or fourth cart of people back down to the Juggernaut campsite. Because my first load was McIntyre and Esteban, because they needed to get all that fucking Fago and shit off their body. And so the last one was going to be me, Sista, and just me and Sista and CPN at the time. So he was like, can I go ahead and cruise around for a few hours? And I says, no, mind you, I didn't know what the fucking time it was at all. I had no fucking clue. But I'm like, yeah, we can do it until 1 o'clock because this golf cart's gonna be back at Juggernaut Camp by at least 9 o'clock because this is gonna take people up and down the fucking hill. Take their shit and my shit and everybody else's shit up this hill. So he started to get pissed off. So we were driving over to Roxy's campsite, and he's just sitting there, just getting more and more pissed off, and that's why I snapped. I said, "Look, dude, I have listened to your ass all fucking week, and I'm about fucking fed up with it. Let me do what I've got to do, and blah blah blah. This car is going to be left at the Juggernaut Campsite at 1 o'clock. Now, mind you, like I said, I didn't know what time it was. So there was an argument. There's more arguments. And I'm like, fine, fuck this bullshit. I don't have to listen to your ass. I'm done. So I went to go take off. Well, unbeknownst to me, he was trying to get out of the golf cart. I had no clue. I'm finding this out after it was all said and done. So what does he do? Like a little bitch, he punches me in the back of the head. Now, Kiki, bloated Kiki, bro. Let me tell you something. I have a tattoo on the top and the back of my head. What is a punch going to do to me except to piss me off?
Exactly.
So he punches me in the back of the head, and of course he's like, "You tried to run over my fucking foot, fam, or my leg, fam." Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, I didn't. He was like, "Well, then why my leg all get all scraped up and everything?" I was like, that's when Sister Hatchet threw you down like a little bitch. Because she was like, what the fuck? And she literally grabbed CPN and threw his ass to the ground. Rhino Hatchetman and Johnny Charcoal was witness to this. So, of course, he gets off the golf cart, Sister jumps back on, and we go back and we drop off. I forgot who we had on at the time. And then we go back and Sister wants to talk to CPN so we can try to figure this bullshit out. And then you guys seen the rest of the situation. Now, there's also another lie that he said. He says that he only hit me. He hit me all the times with his fist. The minute I showed up with Sister to de-escalate the situation and talk it out with him, that's when he grabbed the broken camping chair leg and proceeded to hit me 5 times. Full-on blasts. I mean, we're talking like swinging for the fences. And he didn't knock me out. I didn't cry. Because why? Where did he hit me, Kiki? Where did he hit me? What's up, Mike?
What's going on? I just tried texting you.
Oh, my bad, bro. I'm here live with Kiki.
All good. I was just trying to pass on the info anyway, so looks like you had it before me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But so yeah, I mean, he hit me in the head. He hit me in the fucking head. I have a very, 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 very hard head, as you all can tell. But where he hit me was right here, and it cut this part of my eyebrow completely off. This was like hanging down. And he bragged about it. He still brags about it.
I know. I have heard him before I ended up watching because I obviously heard it from him the first time. So I had CPN's vision. And then when I went to see it, I was like, hold on, this dude is hitting a dude with a fucking leg. And the dude is not even attacking him or doing anything. And CPN felt the need to use a weapon. And then and that's when I started seeing CPN for who he really was. Because I'll be honest, I've never really watched him. It's only recently, these past few days, I'm watching him. And I just cannot believe the bullshit that he is. It's unreal,
Yeah, and what's funny when you talk about his bullshit, when they took over JFL, Prison Mike, you remember when they took over JFL?
To be honest, around the time that all that happened, I wasn't into the Juggalo side of beef. I was only watching CPN on the entertainment side because the way I started in all of this is I was watching CPN for psychopathic news, and when him and Chuck Reeves started going at each other, I watched Chuck for the other side of the news because I felt Chuck covered more underground artists as well as the twisted side, and so there's only the only little bits of beef that I know is when he would do his little Carnival Coonery segments. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. But to bring you up to speed on that situation, when they took over JFL and everything, Max and CPN asked me, "Hey, can you find out these people's addresses?" Why? Well, we just want them. So, of course, people do know. Some people do know. Some people don't know. I'm a security officer by trade, and I have certain ways I can get people's information. But the way I got all of their information was completely 100% legal. It's through the white pages. Yeah, you pay $5 or $6 and you can get people's information, which ain't too bad, unless you're CPN who likes to stay in the shadows like a coward and not let people know where the fuck he lives. I'll tell you right now where the fuck I live: 26449 Trowbridge, Inkster, Michigan 48174. I'm sitting right there right now. I don't care.
Mail him a package.
like I told Siznak when we were kayfabing for fucking JFL. You might come to my property, but you're gonna leave with that motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But yeah, I mean, I did so much for Juggernaut, and for them all to turn their back the way they did, and because they listened to a false prophet.
I can definitely confirm that Wolf was financial backing because I've been there when it was admitted by Max. CPN wasn't on the call, but Max admitted that Wolf definitely had financial backing, helped pay for some of the tracks and whatnot.
I paid for the Shaggy Tudo feature.
Yeah, I wasn't going to just throw it out there. I was waiting for you to.
I have no problem saying it to him. So I've not seen a dime since. I've not seen a dime of money since. It's been almost 2 years.
So from what I'm hearing, you give a lot of financial support and just like support as a friend to only to be used, lied about, and smacked about with that chair leg.
Yeah.
Now, were you really cock blocking CPN like he claims?
No. I told him that I needed to have my cart, the cart that yes, he paid a portion of it, but I was the sole unsure. I mean, I paid the majority of it because of somebody financially backed out on me. I'm not gonna put him on blast or anything, but I had to pay extra to have the cart because they backed out on me at the last minute. But did I cock block him? No. He would take the golf cart after I fell asleep, as well as Mac and Hose and Esteban. He would take it all night, and he would play clout guy. And he would laugh about he said about that a couple times during the gathering. Now, I'm driving around this motherfucker like I'm a fucking cloud guy. I've got my own fucking golf cart.
Wow.
No. Like, dude, just stop. You're playing a persona.
Mm.
What's fucked up is I don't know where CPN begins and Max ends, and where Raya begins and where Brandon ends. Because I talked to Prison Mike before, and it was actually about the money situation.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yep.
He was like, "Yeah, man, me and Wolf are cool, this, that, and the third about the money and this, that, and that." And I'm sitting thinking, like, dude, it's been almost a year now, and I ain't got shit back.
This is a question for you.
I want to. Oh, you want to know how much they lied about? Yeah. Okay. From my understanding, this is just from my understanding, I talked to Yaya fairly briefly after the situation between me and CPN happened. And from my understanding and my recollection is that they had it out for Yaya to begin with. Now, is Yaya a piece of shit because of what he tried to do with the Ouija Mac? Absolutely. I even called him. I said, "Dude, you're a piece of shit. You tried to do that with the Ouija Mac." But did he do all the shit that Brandon claims? I can't tell you yes or no, because that fucking story has changed so many times. And speaking of stories about me and him, the reason why he fought me or attacked me, First is because I ran over his leg, or tried to run over his leg. Then it was because I tried to run over his foot. That's number 2. Then it was because I turned around on the golf cart and started, berating him in front of Roxy Red.
The story I was told was that you were cock blocking him, so you can throw that one.
Number four, you'll love this one, is that I was disrespecting his wife in front of people. And guess what? That's number 5. It's number 5. So which one lies in the truth? That would be the 6th story. I didn't try to cock block him. All I told him is I wanted my golf cart back at Juggernaut Camp at a certain time, and he was not okay with it. I mean, if you want to go get fucked, you can go get fucked. I mean,
so essentially, what this is your beef started because he was mad that he didn't get his way.
Basically, if you watch that video, he jumped up and down like a fucking 4-year-old child that did not get his fucking chicken McNuggets.
You must be dominated by the real Juggernaut. Yeah, I remember.
And what's funny is that people have said, "Hey, yo, Wolf, was he on something? Are you sure he was on something?"
He admitted that he had been sniffing yay that night, or Adderalls.
Well, if you ask him this, that's the 4th time I've heard a different story. First, he said he wasn't on anything. Then he says he was on the Red Fred power trip. Then he says he was on a Juggalo high, and now he was on high on Adderall.
If somebody's asking you how much was the Shaggy feature,
How much? $1,500 is like what I spent on it.
Now, were you guaranteed compensation for that, or was it
Yes.
known at the time? Oh, so
Yeah, it was. I was supposed to get that $1,500 back the following year at income tax time.
Word. Damn. So I got a couple other questions too, because I haven't really had a one-on-one with you before. But what do you have to say about the allegations that you were being hot-headed and they were putting out fires behind you? Because I mean, I've seen some of your antics online where you'd be like, "Yo, motherfucker, we'll meet up here and I'll fuck you up," type shit. Which, whatever, people talk shit back and forth. But I was also, because I didn't know too much of the situation until after you guys had your falling out. That you used to run around doing that quite a bit, like barrel chesting out, and then they'd have to come behind and be like, "No, Wolf, chill out." Like, is there any validity to that?
I've heard the same story that you just heard, but is there any circumstance to it? I don't know, because they said, "Well, we did this and we did that." Okay, if that was the case, I don't know about it, but I will tell you there is one story that we all seen. He decided to take my car, the one that's sitting right outside, to go to MME and do what he did. Now, what y'all gotta understand is that I live virtually not that far from Magic Ninja Records, where I live currently now. People that are within the inner circle of Magic Ninja knew what my car looked like. They wanted whoever was driving said car. They didn't know that was my car until my boy Dan is like, "Yo, that's my people right there."
Yo, we got highlight Siznak's comment. Yeah, Siznak's saying that there was a lot of fires that were put out because of your mouth, which is what it is. Whatever. We all yap,
I have a very quick reaction to stupid bullshit. Am I a little bit hot-headed? Absolutely. But if I see injustice or if I see some fucking foul shit going down, I'm going to speak about it. And they knew this since the fucking rip. They knew. And now, don't get me wrong. I've got no problems with Siznak. I mean, me and Siznak were fucking cooler than the fucking fan. But when him and the Bender Boys started talking shit about my kids, about the mother of my children, saying that the unnecessary evil said I rented my kids and shit like that, that's where you don't fucking go. You can talk shit about me all day, but the minute you go to my kids, it's all bets are off.
No, I feel you. As a father, that's definitely understandable.
And is there any more questions that you got for me there, Prison Mike?
Not at the moment, but I'm sure there's some in the chat, because Hack Benjamin says he wants you to spill it all. So we're just kind of vibing at the moment. I didn't have anything really prepared.
Well, I will say this much: then they can put everybody on notice that uses the crest. This is your cease and desist from now on. You get you using it, you will be subject to prosecution because I am the only one that owns the rights to that crest. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. There were people that actually helped pay for it. CPN's one of them. Brandon is another one of them. Church is another one of them. But I paid the majority of it. They paid a total combined of $125 combined between 7 people. Was it $125? It was 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 120. So 7 people. It was $120. So I paid the remainder of the $500 for the crest. And then when they left, when they kicked me out of Juggernaut, actually I left Juggernaut. They weren't going to pay Tom Wood anymore. They told me, said, fuck you, Wolf, fuck everything that you stand for, blah, blah, blah. So me being a man that I am, I can't let Tom Wood fucking hang out in the woods like that. I can't let him fucking hang out. He did me a solid. So I paid him the rest of the money that I owed him.
Well, I guess we got CPN in the chat right now.
Oh, we got the guy that decides to rear his ugly face with a Chomo protector.
Exactly. Oh, his last video, I think we got plans of dissecting it on this one. The fucking mental gymnastics to try and justify a man sleeping with a teenager is, I would never have thought I'd have heard him say this, but like I say, he's digging his hole. Was it Gigi Allen who says, I see you've swapped the spade for an excavator. Yeah. I was like, yes.
I mean, if you back a fucking Chomo, then you yourself are a fucking chomo because I was talking about my boy right here, which is the mother of my children's brother. I says, how would you feel? He says, dude, I would drop that motherfucker where he stood.
Exactly. It's like there is no gray area. There is no talking. It's very clean cut. You don't fuck a child. But CPN has got a whole load of shit to talk about it. You know, he said blame Mother Nature. He even blamed Chris Hansen, where Chris Hansen is a fucking joke because Onision got away with what he done because Chris Hansen was more concerned about YouTube clout, and because he's acting like how he is, like most YouTubers, Onision got away with it all. So, fuck Chris Hansen, you know?
I mean, I'm sorry. There's no room in my life for chomos, child molesters, and pedophiles. I think they all should burn at the stake.
No, I fully agree. I fully agree on that.
If you're harboring one,
it's fucked up, man. It's fucked up.
If you're harboring one and you're defending him, then what does that say about your character?
Exactly.
I mean, seriously, what does it say about somebody's character who's actually harboring and fucking being okay with his homie or whatever fucking a 14-year-old child? They're not even a fucking adult. They're a teenager.
Yo, BK, you want to drop the link so CPN can't cry that he doesn't have a way to get on?
I don't think.
We all know he's going to make a rebuttal video to this one. Of course, he's going to stop it. He's
and that's what tells me that he's triggered. If what BK was doing, if what we were doing meant so little to him, he wouldn't even fucking respond to it on his first channel, second channel, third channel, or fourth fucking channel.
Well, he actually says in the video we dissected that he doesn't care about none of this. It doesn't bother him. And then he cannot stop going live, you know?
And with his 14,000 subs that were bought.
How y'all doing, fam?
You don't call me fam. You ain't my fam.
First of all, Wolf, you're not dropping any pedophiles. I punched you in the face multiple times, and you didn't do a goddamn thing.
You didn't drop me, motherfucker. You didn't drop me.
You were in the hospital, bitch. Put your ass in the hospital.
You gave me your best, and you didn't get the job done.
I put you in the hospital. What are you talking about? Didn't get the job done?
You didn't get the job done. You didn't drop me. You didn't drop me, motherfucker.
You were sitting in a golf cart. It's hard to
drop. Even if I was sitting in a golf cart, you couldn't have dropped me.
Your fucking eyes are open and shit. Sister Hatchet screaming, somebody get us some medic.
Okay, so even so, let's fast forward to fucking last year's Halloween, fam. You said, and I quote, "I'm gonna come finish the job." I was there by myself.
No,
where the fuck were you?
I hit you up. I text you. I still have the text actually.
No, I didn't get no text, motherfucker. Good luck.
I'll show the motherfucking text.
I have your number blocked.
You've been asking for. Good job.
I have the hold on real quick. Let me see if I can find it. It was last year in October. Let me see if I can find this shit. You can even ask. I mean, they're not a very reliable source, but like with the fucking Bender boys, I literally asked them, should I go fucking say what's up with Wolf? And they're like, dude, you already beat his ass.
You didn't beat my ass, motherfucker. Get this shit straight. You didn't beat my ass. You feloniously attacked me like a punk bitch that you are. And trust me when I say this, there will come a time and there will come a place where we will cross paths. And when we do, in the words of fucking James Storm, sorry about your damn luck. I won't be on a golf cart. I have almost 2 years of pent-up anger and frustration.
Right,
and trust me.
I bet
you think you did what you did to me with something?
All right, real quick. Can we agree on one thing? I don't mean to come at you sideways at all on this, Wolf, so don't take it that way. But the one thing I think we should all agree on is that when he smacked you that first time, you shouldn't have fucking said, yo, I don't hit my friends. You should have fucking let it be known and let it
straight the fuck up.
I would have killed him.
Straight
I would have killed him.
Here, look. Here's the fucking, you can barely see it. Here's the fucking text that I sent your ass.
Never received it.
Never. So you blocked me. So I had no way. So I had no way of getting a hold of you. Is what
you knew? I was there. You knew the fuck I was there. I was there at 1:30, hanging out with fucking Trey Pounds.
And what time did you leave?
What
time did you leave?
I left at 7:30 to be with my kids.
Okay then. So why did you come see me? You knew exactly where I was. You knew exactly where I was.
Wolf. I didn't know where the fuck you were.
I was at the.
I heard where you were before the fucking see. You want me? You come to me.
No, you want me, motherfucker. That's the thing.
Wrong. You can't keep my name out your fucking mouth. You can't keep my name out of your fucking mouth.
You're the one that was posting shit a couple weeks ago saying, I'm never forgiving CPN. Look at what he did to me.
Well, I'm not talking shit about you in about a few fucking months.
Oh, really?
So get the shit straight.
Oh, really? Okay, so the shit I got screenshotted to me just like not too fucking long ago, that wasn't you? That wasn't Craig
Dickinson? Because the people have asked me to forgive you.
Right.
And
so you were posting about
fucking rise. The hell will freeze over. The oceans will give up their fucking dead before I ever.
You were posting about me, is what you're saying.
I used your fucking name, yes.
What
I said is I will never forgive you because people are coming out of the woodwork asking me to forgive you, and I told them, "Fuck you and fuck that."
You already made videos saying you did forgive me, and then you fucking changed it. Right?
I'll forgive, but I'll never forget.
Okay, but you just said you won't, but you made videos before saying you did.
So? Right? I'm going to be like you.
Oh, okay, so you changed it.
This guy's a fucking child, dude.
I know. He's a fucking joke. But okay, let's go ahead and talk about your supposed attack on me. If you're such a big badass...
Well, first, can we get the reason as why the attack happened?
Why don't you release the unedited version of that video, motherfucker?
It's out.
No, not the one from Lord Zero. Not the one from Lord Zero. The one from fucking Blake.
Blake posted it.
Where?
I don't know where, but if you go to the Better Boys Domination Station, they did a fucking the 1 year anniversary, whatever.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah,
we watched the whole video unedited.
That was Lord Zero's. That was not fucking Blake's. Let's watch Blake.
Blake was the only one filming.
Heavily edited.
What is it? What's heavily edited about it?
Oh, let's see. All the times that you attacked me, you didn't see anything because you, like a punk bitch that you are, fucking put their demon in fucking fire.
That's what Blake did. But the The video we watched the other night is unedited.
Blake has already done said that he sent it to you, and you edited it.
I didn't.
Try again. On there. Try again.
There is a video. Hold on. There is a video where it isn't censored, where you can see you getting hit.
Yeah, that's from Lord
Thank
Zero.
you, Mike. Thank you.
That's
what
from
I
Lord
just said,
Zero.
right?
That was from Lord Zero. The one I'm speaking of is the one that Blake made.
It's the same video.
No, it's not. From what I'm understanding, there's 2 different videos.
There is not 2 different videos. How the fuck is Lord Zero in the camera?
I'm telling you what I was told.
I think the misunderstanding that what's going on here is there was a video originally when it was posted, and I believe it was Blake. It was when you got hit. There was like kind of like Batman, like pow, pow. It was censored, but then another video was dropped later on that showed it completely unedited.
Yeah, that was Lord Zero.
Over it.
Right, that's the same exact video. Shot.
But you haven't edited it, motherfucker.
It's Blake.
You haven't edited it. Why? Because you know if a fucking district attorney seen that particular video, your ass would be sitting in fucking county jail.
So in other words, you're a Detroit badass, but you're calling the cops because you got beat up like a bitch. Call the cops. I don't care, bro. I don't even care anymore.
Let me say something. Y'all don't know me, but he don't need to call the cops because he's got all the backup he fucking needs, bitch.
No,
he already said he called the cops.
Oh, did I or didn't I? I might have.
You said you did. You said you talked to a prosecutor and everything.
I did.
You even talked about possibly suing Psychopathic.
I never said anything about that.
Yeah. Warlockside told me.
Yeah, and is Warlockside a reliable source?
Yes, he is.
No.
Yes, he is.
He might swing on your nuts, but not me.
Yes, he is.
He's never once.
Source. And then on top of that,
the truth be told, the people that I did speak to, they said, well, instead of going after the person who attacked you, let's go after Psychopathic records.
Okay, so you got to get the law involved. Your boy was just behind you saying, he don't need to call the cops. Now you're talking about calling the cops. Now you're talking about that you actually spoke
any which way you look at it, CPN, I'm coming for you.
I bet you are. I bet you fucking are. And you'll catch it again, bro.
You think so, huh?
Yeah.
You think so?
You can't kick my ass, Wolf.
Shit. I'm glad you're underestimating me. I'm glad you're underestimating me. Because you know why? As soon as I'm done with you, you're going to look 10 times worse than I ever did.
Oh, look.
This is the video.
Look, they're playing the video. Is this the unedited one?
This is the Lord Zero one, yes.
Is this the unedited one? So it's unedited, right?
I believe so, yes. I'm just waiting for it to load because of my shitty internet.
Did y'all see the live stream I just did on y'all?
I was in your chat for part of it.
Okay. I wasn't. I was barely looking at the chat.
I could tell.
And for future reference, I'm not the one that said this fucking get a medic. That was Sister Hatchet.
And that's what I said. I said Sister Hatchet screaming, give us a fucking medic. And on top of that, you had fucking 3 different people trying to protect you.
I agree with you for your protection, motherfucker, because if I was to get off that motherfucking golf cart, I would have killed you.
Yeah, you would, but you didn't, right? Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
At the time, you were still considered my friend.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah, same thing with you, motherfucker. Trust me. And you know, like,
same thing with me. No, I didn't coulda, woulda, shoulda. I actually did the thing. I actually did the fucking thing.
And you didn't do shit other than attack me when I was sitting on a golf cart.
Hey, do you want to tell us how when you got home, you started calling everybody crying about the situation?
Who was I crying to?
You cried to Vinny, the ICP kid.
I wasn't crying to Vinny, the ICP kid.
You contacted to me. He's contacted Fuego Flames.
Okay, first off, I didn't go crying to Vinny, the ICP kid. That's number one. I didn't go crying to Fuego. Fuego asked me what the fuck happened, and I told him.
You fucking told the bullshit
Try again.
story about your homie's
Try again. I didn't go crying to fucking Vinny. I didn't go crying to fucking Fuego. I didn't go crying to Trayvon. They asked me about the situation, and I told them.
Vinny fucking told me that you contacted him. Fuego
No. Try again. You know what? I will get a hold of Vinny. I will call Vinny tonight, and we'll get those straight.
I talked to Vinny about being part of Get 'Em, and he asked me about the situation.
What's up, man? You did your piece. You're such a badass, huh? Bro, I'm from Boston, baby. I know.
What's up? You're a badass. And you needed a weapon.
Literally, the joke is insane. Bro,
you needed a weapon.
It's no longer a joke, dog.
You needed a weapon.
Come on. Yeah, I just whooped Wolf's ass because he's a fucking pussy.
What?
Dude, why did you keep hugging him?
Stop.
Yeah, that was an intense hug.
Right. He had he had 3 different fucking people trying to protect his ass. And it's like, bro, like, get the fuck off me. This is between me and him. And that motherfucker just sat there.
Why do you need a weapon?
Exactly. Why did you need a weapon?
I literally said here.
I wanted to pick this up.
Well, in all fairness,
I literally said it right here. If they fucking back the fuck up, if you get the fuck up and fight, if you get the fuck up and fight, and they can have the fucking side.
Yeah, I know. Well, first gathering, he wanted to act like he was a tough guy.
No, everyone else.
Is there a sensor there, Wolf? Is there a sensor there?
The first video, fucker.
Yeah, but is there a sensor there? Did I not just tell you that
you censored it?
That there's a
don't try to fucking place the blame on somebody else. You censored it. You didn't want your audience to see how much of a bitch you are.
No. I don't care about what the audience thought.
Or maybe you didn't want the fucking prosecuting attorney to see the felonious assault with a deadly weapon.
I mean, at the time, at the literal time, I was like, well, let me censor this part. You know, Blake added the Bender Boy symbol. I didn't put the Bender Boy symbol on there. Blake fucking took it, the video I sent back to him, and then he added the Bender Boy symbol. You can.
Why did you need a weapon? Why did you need to pick up the leg?
So here's what you don't see. The reason Blake picked up the camera and started fucking filming is because before that, Wolf took about 8 fucking fists to his fucking face. Okay.
Bullshit.
And I kept having to run the fuck around.
Bullshit. You hit me once in the back of the fucking head at Roxy's fucking spot.
I hit you
after
3
that.
times
It was
in the back of the head.
Well, one time,
bam,
one time, and your punches are fucking weak, fam.
Right, and that's why you're in the fucking hospital. But anyway.
All because you hit me with a fucking cabbie chair leg, you punk.
But anyway,
you want to go with a Bender Boy spot? You are the biggest fucking coward.
Notice Wolf won't let me talk. Notice Wolf won't let me talk.
Fuck you.
Of course, because you're a fucking pussy. Because you're scared.
Oh, I'm pussy. Yeah, let's talk about being a pussy. At least I don't live in a fucking renovated 2-car garage. I live in a house.
Neither do I.
All my bills are paid. I'm not a dog walker.
That's my fireplace over there. All right. So anyway,
hey, just because you're in the living room that her mother and father let you stay in because they feel sorry for your ass.
I'm in the living room now.
Is it possible?
Yeah, no, that's where you stay in your studio set up because you live in a 2-car garage.
I
heard
do,
about the stories.
This is a garage here. This looks like a garage, fam.
Well, with your guys'
I'm in the living room of my in-laws' house. Why do I have a malign? You think my wife in-laws would let me put
because they pity you
manor up in the guy?
Like here, you get this little corner right here. You can have this little corner. It's all for you.
My wife's fucking.
This is a cloud guy. Here you go. This is for you.
Right there.
This is your little corner.
Now, do you think that possibly that both of you guys are kind of telling the same thing? Like you said that he didn't hit too hard. CPN said he hit you 3 times. Is it very possible you have a thick head that he could have smashed you 3 times and you just didn't feel the 3 punches?
Trust me. I know how many times he hit me. He punched me once in the back of the head, right at Roxy's spot. That's it. After that, he hit me with the golf chair, with the cabbie chair.
But yeah, the reason I picked up the fucking thing is because after he kept getting fucking hit, fucking Sista's fucking pushing me back, fucking Cold's pushing me back. This other dude is like that was sitting on the cart is standing up and trying to like protect Wolf and shit. And I'm like, y'all motherfuckers need to move the fuck out of the way. Wolf, get out the fucking cart, bitch. You want to start off this shit?
That brings another question.
Cart. He wouldn't get out the fucking cart, so I was like, all right, you want to play pussy shit? Let's do pussy shit then. And I picked that shit up and was like, let's go, nigga. Like, what's good?
Oh, you just admitted you're a pussy. And Siznak said CPN socked him 3 times and Wolf wasn't faded, so CPN grabbed the chair leg.
I mean,
That's what pissed him off the most. He couldn't drop me with 3 fucking hits.
You were sitting down. You were sitting down.
Regardless, motherfucker, even if somebody gets punched in the face, they will get knocked the fuck out. You couldn't get the job done.
That's not how that works.
Hey, but you could not get the job done.
I put you in the hospital, didn't I?
The thing is okay. The Bender
Only
Boys
because they thought my fucking my pupil was blown because of the fucking broken carry chair leg you threw at me like a punk bitch.
I don't know why. I don't know why your homies didn't fucking push the thing. Because again, if I got 2 friends that really want to throw down like that, I wouldn't be trying to get between them. I'd be like, yo, everyone back up and let them fucking square up, run the fade. That's why I don't understand is why all these people around you guys who mouth off on the internet about how they'll fuck everyone up wouldn't fucking just back up and say, yo, run it.
That's why I picked it up because they would not leave me the fuck alone because those 3 people.
So you had to resort to a fucking weapon.
Yeah.
So did you think that others were going to join in?
I ain't trying to listen, Wolf. I ain't out here trying to fight motherfuckers to be like, look at how much of a man I am that I could fight.
Bullshit.
When you piss me off, I'm trying to fucking hurt you. Okay, that's it.
You couldn't hurt me if you tried. Yeah, you sent me to the hospital with 8 stitches across my eye.
That's called
hurting somebody. I've healed up since then.
That's called hurting somebody.
But you didn't drop me.
Yo, highlight Big Will
failed.
Comment.
I put you in a hospital bed. That's the app.
You failed. You did not drop me.
It's Big Will KET's comment. Because
this one here.
Yeah. I want to respond on that because the thing is if we're playing on that game, like the one thing that I'm not speaking in CPN's favor, but we got to keep Violent George held accountable for what he did with a minor as well. CPN aside, fuck him for being cool with a dude or fucking whatever the fuck happened on that end with the Chomo shit. But fucking Violent George out here fucking showing fucking a kid his fucking mom's fucking tits, and none of the Bender boys have checked him yet about that shit.
No, not one of them did, and that was my point. That was my point when I talked about the Tony situation. Of course, y'all flipped it into something else, but that was my point.
Yeah.
The same.
Hold on. By your logic, CPN, he did nothing because the child had pubes. So don't go there.
That wasn't my logic. Again, you're twisting. Again, that wasn't my logic. Again, you're twisting what I was saying.
Oh, you're twisting it, fam.
You said if there's grass on the field, let's play. That's what you were saying.
Never said those. Never said those words. Never once said those words.
Yeah, you're okay.
But of course, you're going to twist it into something else.
Oh,
I quite literally said in that live stream, I quite literally said that if a guy who's an adult goes after a 15-year-old or a 16-year-old or a 14-year-old, he's still a sex offender. He's still a predator, and we should still like fucking punish them. I actually said those words. The only thing I'm arguing about is if you're using the correct term or not.
What do you mean? Yes, if you look it up, it says up to this age, usually. So therefore, it is also after this. It's as simple as that. That's usually.
I'm only explaining to you at this point. At that point, I'm only explaining to you the way the law's written, the way the science is written, and that's it. That's all I'm explaining to you.
Can I ask a question real quick?
I'm not defending action or anything like that. All I'm explaining to you is what certain words mean and why the law is written the way it's written. And now what I've noticed is you have yet to pull up any legal documents that prove me wrong. That you have yet to pull up any.
You have not even pulled up any legal documents.
Yeah, I mean,
where is your document? Where's the documents you pulled up? You just waffle and you think your own words are 100% fact.
Well,
Wait,
if
me
I'm
and Mike
wrong,
agree.
you can easily prove me wrong with legal
Yes,
documents.
Mike, get the screenshots up on your phone, brother. What we think?
Well,
Which-
I got a question. I got a question.
Okay, go.
This man has a question. Go ahead.
If the law says it's all right for you to fuck a 16-year-old, does that make it okay?
No, and I never said it was okay. What I actually said was,
But you're defending it. You're defending it, saying that
no,
the
I'm
law
not
is behind your
defending it,
back,
you
so
stupid
you.
fuck. I'm not defending it.
You're speaking on
You're
its side.
defending Tony, though, aren't you?
No, I'm not defending Tony.
Okay.
I never defended Tony.
Okay.
You said you would never
When
go
this
after him.
whole shit came out, me and Roxy were fucking laid out with COVID-19. I didn't
that
even
means
know
you cannot
about
touch the
the
internet.
going down for over a week after it happened. And when I said what I said to the people attacking Tony, i.e. the Bender boys, they're bullshit. The shit that happened with Tony is not what they're fucking mad about, because they do the same shit. That's what I was saying.
But you were deflecting from Tony. The thing was about Tony, but you wanted to make it about Bender Boys because you get very obsessed. Everything was about Chuck. Now everything's about the Bender Boys, and you're not focusing on what it is. And in doing so, you have exposed yourself, because what I've noticed through looking into your past is claims of sexual deviancy seem to follow you around a lot.
Claims of sexual deviancy? Okay, that's fine.
I knew he was a piece of shit to begin with.
No.
I didn't know he was this big of a piece of shit.
Well, I got a question that maybe you can explain for me. Why is it okay to threaten to call the cops when your phone is being held hostage? But it's not okay to call the cops when
I get it. Obviously, you have that answer because you watched the live stream. Okay.
No, I don't. I'm asking you to explain it right now because I'm still trying to figure it out in my head.
I didn't threaten to call the cops. What happened? So
you did threaten. You said I threatened to call the cops. Your
They
words verbatim was I threatened to call the police on him. If he didn't
Shut
give me the
up!
phone back.
Shut up!
Mute him.
I was screaming over him. Didn't he say I was screaming over him?
I'm trying to explain a question you're asking me, okay? And you won't let me answer the question. That's cowardly, okay? They threatened to call the cops on me for trespassing. And I said, if you want to play the cops game, fine. We'll go play the fucking cops game. I'll go call them also and tell them you assaulted me and stole my property. Let's see.
Yes. Anybody who's seen that video, seen and heard you say these exact words, give me my fucking phone, fam, or I'm going to call the cops. Nothing about what you just said has any fucking ounce of truth in that.
Literally, there's nowhere in that fucking video where I tell Dustin, give me my phone or I'm calling the cops.
Oh, yes, there is.
The video actually cuts off.
You don't have your phone. You can't call the cops.
Right. I mean, Dustin had it. I mean, Dustin was like, I got it.
Oh, okay. Why do you think he gave it back to me? You think because he was afraid of the police? No. They weren't afraid of the fucking cops. There's a reason Dustin gave me the phone back.
And apparently in the next year or so, you guys will find out why.
Sure, I guess.
Oh, no, you see, CPN, you forget that you tell me things.
I don't tell you anything. What the fuck are you talking about?
You failed to forget to tell me that you told me that there was something on the video that you can't speak about until 2022. Because something that you did that you cannot talk about.
Oh, you know what? You are right. Okay, I did tell you that.
But you don't tell me shit, motherfucker.
I did tell you that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I did tell you that.
So now who's the liar and who's telling the truth?
I mean, you lie about everything, but
I lie about everything.
Wolf, you literally told me that Magic Ninja was actively looking for you over the Dustin.
From my understanding, motherfucker, they were.
But what you had forgot when you told me this story is that you actually worked a Magic Ninja event after the Dustin incident. When I pointed that out to you, you went, shit.
Well, I was told by my sister.
No, she didn't. I actually have the legitimate shit your sister told you that she texted you, that you sent to Brandon. Brandon sent that to me. She never told you they were actively looking for you.
Yes, she did.
No, she
In a
didn't.
phone conversation.
No. It wasn't a phone conversation. It was a text, and that was the text you sent to.
That was also a fucking phone conversation.
Right. Of course. Conveniently, now there's a phone conversation.
Just like with you, motherfucker. Everything that you say and do.
In the text message,
He identifies as a 16-year-old prepubescent bitch.
I think he does too.
In the text message, there
was a lot more to that text message than you understand.
Told you that she's afraid that someone might try to come after you while you're hanging out with me. That's what she told you.
There was a lot more to that phone call that you don't understand.
You took that conversation and changed it into
I changed it. I'm telling you what I was told in a phone conversation between me and my sister.
Okay, and what were you told?
I told you.
No, say it again. You actually didn't say anything yet. Say it again.
Look at this motherfucker.
Notice how he won't
I was told by her that the people that were running the chat group for Magic Ninja Entertainment were looking for my vehicle.
Okay, fine. Okay. And
BK,
then
I didn't say Magic Ninja themselves.
All right, now it's not Magic Ninja. And then I pointed out the fact, and then
it's the fucking person who's running that website or that chat room. They were looking for me. We're looking for that car.
Originally, you said that Magic Ninja, the label, was looking for you.
I never said that.
They ran your fucking
license. I never said that. Try again.
So you're saying you never said, what if the mother of my children is going somewhere in my car with my kids and they see the car that they're looking for and that and they attack her? You never said that.
I did say that.
Okay. How would the people running their chat room know your license plate number?
Do they or do they not have cameras at fucking Magic Ninja?
Okay, so that would be Magic Ninja that would provide that fucking information.
But you also realize and understand that the people that run their chat boards or whatever they run, they have a direct link to Jamie and Paul.
So you're saying Jamie and Paul from?
I'm not saying Jamie and Paul. I'm not saying Jamie and Paul. I'm saying the people that work there that run that fucking chat room.
Took your license plate number and sent it to a bunch of people.
Let me
say this, guys. We need to rewind this back for a second, because this goes back to the original question I asked you. BK, can you share my screen for a second, please? I'd like to show Exhibit A. Listen to what's being said here, real quick.
That was satisfying. I'm not gonna lie, that was satisfying.
Sorry for my shitty internet. I'll have to turn my
Hey, but remember, I told you guys. I've been telling you guys for a while that they are watching me and that they've banned me from all events. I told you guys that for a while. Now, notice I wasn't there for 5 fucking minutes before they knew I was there and knew who the fuck I was and started talking about, like, get the fuck out of here, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but Juggalo Day in New Orleans is finna be lit, straight the fuck up.
I don't know what this has to do with the price of
rice in China. You'll say.
Like, I could have.
I'm letting you long
like
go.
I said, I could have had people with me. Wolf was like, nah, man, you need to wait till I can go with you. I said, no, dude, I'm gonna do this by myself. I'm gonna show that I'm not afraid and that I'll do this by myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's coming up.
But I told him, if you don't give me back my phone, I will call the motherfucking police on you. You know what I mean? Give me back my phone.
Right, and that was after they threatened to call the police on me for trespassing.
But it doesn't answer my question of why is it okay to call about that, but not when a child's being abused.
So once again, okay, they told me they're calling the police on me for trespassing. I argued with motherfucker and told him it's not trespassing, and I will leave as soon as you give me my motherfucking phone back. And he was like, no, you better leave or we're calling the police, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, fine. You know what? You want to call the police? I'll go call the police and say that you assaulted me and stole my property. Let's see what the fuck happens if you want to play that game. And I went walking towards the fucking gas station.
Or why would Dustin say he's going to call the police when you are driving away in the car shouting shit and he says, get out the car and let's do
That was
this. And then you laugh
before
and
that.
drive off?
That was before that.
No.
That was when I was not in the car yet.
He told you to get out and let's fight.
I got my phone back and then got in the car.
Yes, and then you talk shit to him, and he says, "Get out and let's do this," and you just drove off laughing. Why would he threaten
They told me to leave. I had to leave. Once I got my phone back, I had to leave.
Why would he threaten you with the police and then ask you to fight him? It makes no sense.
Because he's on his property. That's why.
Okay.
Because he's on his property.
Calm down.
I can literally tell stand in my motherfucking yard and tell somebody, come at me, bitch. What's up? Custom used to do that all the time too. Tell people to come to his house and fight him. It's like, we're not going to your house. Let's meet in a mutual location. No, you come to my house.
He was right outside the vehicle. He was right there. He was right there. And he said, you said he hit like a bitch. He said, well, let's do this. And then you drove off like a bitch.
Like, here's the difference between him hitting me and me hitting Wolf. I had no marks on my face when he hit me. Wolf had multiples.
Well, he didn't hit you with a lawn chair ornament. Maybe if he would have hit you with an item, it would have left him.
Maybe if Wolf wanted to have been a bitch and he actually got up and fucking acted like the G that he fucking acts like, you know what I mean? Maybe that would have went.
I didn't need the internet to fucking know who the fuck I am. See, I don't know where fucking CPN begins and fucking Riot begins.
No,
you have fucking merged your personalities.
They're the same.
I don't need to be this internet cloud god. I don't. Okay, I don't need it. Never have, never wanted it.
That's exactly what you wanted to be, actually. Just like when you use your homeboy's brain cancer for fucking clout, dude.
Really? How did I use that for clout?
You fucking contacted.
No, you said that I lied about it.
Yeah, you lied.
You said I blatantly lied about it.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
How?
Because you presented this as a benefit show so he could get treatment to try to beat cancer.
And he did. He tried.
No, you told me.
Yes, the fuck he did. Who the fuck are you to tell me?
You told me at the show when I asked you about the fucking gift boxes that you were in charge of.
Speaking of those, I still have it in my fucking inbox that I told everybody who was going to be there that was going to donate to the gift boxes that I would be at the parking lot for 2 days. And you couldn't miss me tonight with the fucking fly up.
You guys gotta finish. This is how these tangents keep going.
So let me ask you this question then, Wolf. Tom Wood was one of those people, right?
Tom Wood said he wanted to, but he couldn't.
Oh, now it comes out that Tom Wood said he wanted to, but he couldn't. You never told me.
I never said he would.
No,
I never said he could. I said he would try.
Hold the fuck on. I have text from you saying the exact opposite. Hold on real quick.
At the last minute, because if he done donated to the Scrub Rags thing, he could not do both of them at once.
So right here, right here, look.
Okay. Your clone account's asking for us to ask about you pulling a knife on Dustin.
Hold on real quick. Okay, so this is Wolf. June 26th. He said it. This is the list of the people that were supposed to donate something. Right there, you can see Tom Wood, right?
Yeah, Tom Wood was supposed to.
Right. Okay.
Tom Wood was supposed to.
So there was absolutely. Can you show me any correspondence, any conversation whatsoever, Wolf, that you told me that Tom Wood wasn't going, said he couldn't donate anything?
Oh, well, if you want to know the fucking answer, I had so much shit on my plate, it fucking slipped my mind.
You didn't have anything else on your plate.
Truth be told, I had in my inbox still showing everybody where I was going to be on the dates, and only 3 people showed up: Bobby Doe, Johnny Charcoal, and fucking Scotty D from Fega Lovers.
Okay,
that was it.
Fine.
But they knew where the fuck I was, so you can eat a dick.
Didn't Sugar also do it too?
No.
I thought it was said that
Sugar was supposed to. Sugar was supposed to.
Oh, okay. I thought it was said that she did. But anyway, you never told me that Tom Wood fucking said he couldn't.
Yeah, I was too busy trying to organize something
like
bigger
now it
than
comes
myself.
out. See, now it comes out. Now it comes
Oh,
out.
oh,
It's
now
over
it
a
comes
year,
out.
but now it comes out.
No, but-
Because
but
I
I
thought
don't know
it
how
was weird. Because I thought it was weird, Wolf.
Wow.
I thought it was very weird that we saw Tom Wood hours before the show, and you didn't even bring up like, hey, can we get those fucking art pieces or whatever the fuck? And then when I talked to Tom Wood at Hall of Wicked, because he asked me about the situation between me and you, I told him about the situation, and then I told him about the whole he said that you said he was going to donate artwork, and Tom Wood looked at me and he said, I know he mentioned something like that, but we never came to an agreement. And I said, this motherfucker. Roxy was standing right next to me. Her
No, that's not the way it goes. That's not the way it went down. Tom told me that he was donating to the scrub rags thing, and he could not do it.
Right, and you didn't relay that information.
Gee, I'm sorry. I was too busy doing other things. I was carting every motherfucker in the gathering around. Gee, sorry.
That wasn't your job. Okay.
But it should have. But it should have.
You're gonna sit here and tell me. You're gonna sit here and tell me that you were so fucking concerned about your homeboy, and you were so
now he's gonna try to turn it around,
and that you're so concerned about him having brain cancer, and we need to do everything possible to get him the treatment that he needed. We need to do everything fucking possible to get the treatment that he needed, and you were more concerned with shuffling your friends around the gathering of the.
Shuffling my friends. Oh, let me take this. Yeah.
That's what you were more concerned with.
Are you that big of a piece of shit that you're gonna have somebody that passed away from cancer come out of your mouth?
Yes, and then on
yes,
top
you are.
of that,
You are a piece of shit, motherfucker.
That's fine. On top of that, when we were doing the actual show and you fucking pulled up on the golf cart, I went, Wolf, where's the fucking prizes for the gift boxes? Like, what the fuck? And you just looked at me and just shook your head. I don't know. And I was like, this was your only job for this show.
Because you stole the show from me.
I said to you, we're supposed to like raise money for his treatment, Wolf. This is for his treatment. And you told me, well, he's past the point of being able to be treated. He's
I didn't say nothing like that.
And I've been saying that. And you know what's funny? I told people that right after the fucking gathering that's what you fucking told me, that he was past the point of treatment and he was going to die.
No, because honestly,
in a few months, Wolf, he passed away. Like,
because
it's funny how the thing I said is going to come to
fruition. In July, we got word from his mom. We got her word from his mom that the new shit that they were using shrunk his tumor 11 centimeters. Okay?
Right. But
then come August, his health started to fail, and he went for his next checkup, and they found a few more masses on his brain. In October, they had hospice come in. December 8th of 2019, Blotty passed away.
Right.
He was healthy all the way up to October.
He was healthy. You said August. Actually, you just changed the month. But so basically, he was healthy. We could have helped him, but right after the fucking gathering, that's when he went past the point. Even though for some reason,
I never said that. I even talked to fucking Keegan about it. Keegan says, "So how's your brother?" I'm like, "He's not doing too good. They're calling in hospice." And this was in October, motherfucker. With brain cancer, what you understand is it's a fucking balancing act. You gotta try keep more radiation.
You are the one who told me. You are the one.
Just do me a favor. Do not bring Lonnie up out of this situation. He is dead. It's a tragedy, and I don't even want to talk about it no more.
Right, and then you went on telling people that the money we did raise, that me and Max took it.
I didn't say shit like that.
Yeah, you did.
I did not say.
Yeah, you did.
Did not say shit of the kind.
Yeah, you did. There was a fucking comment section where somebody said that.
Bullshit! If I was going to say, I would say it straight to your fucking face.
And you were, there was a fucking comment section on Facebook where somebody said that. And you were fucking.
Try again.
You were hardy.
Try again.
And agreeing
with
people.
You're looking weak, CPN. Just try again. I never said that.
You want me to call Max and get him on here and have him fucking tell you the same thing?
Of course, because he's gonna suck your dick.
Because Max is the one who found it and showed it to me.
Of course, and that's if you're gonna talk about you and Max, let's go.
I mean, I'm not defending Wolf by any means, but I mean, I would say that Max wouldn't be admissible because he's already admitted that he would lie for you anyways.
Right.
Thank you.
I understand that, but I'm actually
check this out. Check this out. Check this out.
The comment.
Check this out, guys. Check this out.
Wolf was fucking.
Well, that's a different. That's a whole other story then.
Remember the whole RV thing? This motherfucker right here, this little piece of shit in the corner, says, "Oh, I called the RV place, and they said, no, not you, not the upper right-hand corner or the upper left-hand corner. I called the RV place, and you got your money back weeks ago."
Down.
Right.
So I called the place, and I says, "Okay, has anybody called and asked anything about my RV or whatever?" And they says, "No." He says, "Even if he did, even if this piece of shit tried to, he'd have to have my full legal name, the credit card that I used, the reservation number, and there was something else. Oh, my date of birth."
Okay.
And if you didn't have all four of those, you didn't get shit. So right there on your own accord, CPN, you lied.
What was that about again, Wolf?
About me losing the fucking deposit.
Okay, so
because your wife couldn't hold her bladder.
Do you have the paperwork to show that you lost the entire?
So somewhere in this house, yes, somewhere in this house.
We've been asking you for that paperwork for over a year because 3 people didn't get the money they were supposed to get back.
Church got paid back, McEnhoe's got paid back, and Esteban got paid back.
But initially, they weren't, and you hit up my wife and said she owed you $75.
No, I'm not even worried about that. They still got paid. They got paid back. So I don't want to hear your shit.
So did you not hit up my wife and tell my wife?
Yeah, that woman owes me money.
No, she doesn't. But anyway.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Because not only did the dude have to fucking replace both cushions and the memory foam mattress that she pissed through, he also had to fucking clean the fucking RV.
As far as I'm concerned, if you don't get drunk and fucked up and piss yourself at least once, are you actually gathering? Probably not. You know, that's how I feel about it. Like,
if you're
gonna tell me you haven't gotten fucking plastered, shit-faced drunk and pissed yourself,
yeah, but I hold my bladder.
You haven't partied.
I hold my fucking bladder. I've gotten so fucking wasted.
I pissed on myself, but never pissed myself.
Right, like if you haven't gotten plastered, shit-faced, fucking drunk and passed the fuck out and picked yourself in your sleep, you haven't partied.
Right, if you can't handle it, maybe you shouldn't drink.
Like, I'm sorry.
But here's one thing though that we
sorry, friend. You haven't partied until you pissed yourself.
That's right. It's like, you're not cool. Look, you're not cool unless you pee your pants. Like that's how it works.
Remember that. There's a question that keeps popping up in the chat. But there's a question that keeps popping up in the chat. Did you pull a knife on Dustin?
No, I didn't pull a knife on Dustin.
So people are saying.
Wait, here's some irony of sorts. Okay, like you go out Wolf for not doing anything when you hit him, right, and sitting there and shit. But like, how isn't it the same idea when you got hit by Dustin and then you drove away? Like,
gee, that's a question.
So first of all, Dustin hit me one time, and some other shit went down when the camera was off. Again, the camera's off. None of you can see what's happening. So
this is the stuff that you can't talk about till 2022.
Yeah. So some shit went
conveniently.
down. Yeah, conveniently. Some shit went down. I got my phone back and I left. And if I would have stayed around, if I would have, you asked the question, well, when he said, "Come on, why didn't you get off the car and go fight him?" Like at that point, if Dustin wanted, like you notice, you keep saying I'm a fucking bitch. I was in front
I'm asking you a question.
Hold on. I was in front of Dustin's face. He hit me one time and then learned very fast he's not going to swing at me again. Okay? Okay, first of all. Second of all, and I'm not telling you why, but he learned very fast he's not going to swing at me again. Okay? Like, you're going to say that about me. Why don't you say that about Dustin how come he said come on when I'm in the car waiting to fucking drive out of the parking lot waiting for traffic to go by? What, like, It's
I
the
mean,
same shit.
I think a whole lot of unnecessary woofing goes on. You know,
It's all wolfing ass bullshit. That's all it is, really. I mean, at the end of the day, the reason I went there was to stir up a bunch of shit, and I accomplished that goal, and it is what it is.
And you do not know how you look.
I've had multiple fucking people fucking tell me, regardless of what happened, I wouldn't do that shit myself. Like, I went to the fucking building of a label that has threatened to fucking kill me by myself. Okay.
I do gotta say, it would have been a lot cooler if you took a shit in their pisser. You know what I mean?
I actually thought about trying to do that, but then I thought if they come up in this motherfucker and I'm pants down,
that's an awkward position.
Like,
to get
fuck all that, bro. I wasn't trying to go that far, but that whole thing is what it is, bro. But
according to chat, they're saying someone in the chat said that your face was swollen afterwards.
My face was not swollen afterwards.
Well, that's why I pulled this back up so that we can play it. I don't recall it being swollen.
No, it wasn't.
Go to where he's in the car. Go to where he's in the car.
This is right. I pulled it up to right where the altercation happened.
Yes, play it from here because you hear him going, his voice is there's fear in the voice.
And the funny thing is, he doesn't even hit me while the camera's rolling. Like, that's not how I got hit. When I'm doing the whole what the fuck, fam, he's trying to grab me and I'm fucking
oh shit, what up, homie? What's up? Okay, what's up? Oh, I'm just live streaming. I know. Why are you here, man? Bro, can I get my phone? You cannot go. Let me have my phone.
Got my phone.
Yeah, let me have my phone. Let me have my phone.
What's up?
Give me my phone.
I was smiling the whole fucking time. He's like,
you was not smiling. The fear is clear.
Will you see my face? No.
You monetize this, damn you.
I can hear your voice.
Hey, we back.
Right.
We back.
This was like 7 minutes later.
Madness told me that.
Which I want to pause and say, because I remember watching this when it went down live, and I swear that part of this has been edited because I remember there being quite a bit more dialogue. But since it's not here, we'll just go with
the same video. It hasn't been edited. It's the same fucking video.
I'm going.
I've never touched
I
the video.
am going. Hey, was that my Christmas present? No. Was that my Christmas present? I'm just wondering. Bro. So he chin checked me, right?
Did he find the chin?
Yeah,
he chin checked me.
Where's the swelling? I mean,
and they threatened to call the cops on me.
Look, right there, right fucking there.
Says private property. They gonna call the police on
private property, trespassing. I fucking told you as soon as that happened.
Hey, fam, you punched like a bitch, fam.
Well, I mean, take the bitch to know a bitch. I mean,
hey, you punched like a bitch, fam.
Yeah, where's the swelling?
Hold on.
Now, for me, you keep looking over your shoulder like you hope he doesn't come and get you again.
Well, no, I'm looking over my shoulder just in case. That's called being smart. If someone's gonna run up on me, I want to see them run up on me.
If he hits like a bitch, it doesn't even matter.
I mean, Justin's a big, heavy guy.
Do I even look like I got hit? He chin checked me. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, where's the swelling?
I personally don't see any swelling.
I personally don't see any either.
No, it was swollen beforehand.
It was swollen. Okay. I mean, okay, yeah, it was swollen.
Yeah, you got chipmunk cheeks anyways. So
I've had people try to say that I had a black eye when he didn't, like, he hit me in the chin. He didn't even hit me in the eye. You know what I mean? And when he hit me, like, it's not one of those things where he stood up and fucking was like, "What's up?" and then bam, punched me in the mouth. And I went, "Oh my God, why are you doing this?" Me and him are fucking arguing, and I keep telling him, "Give me my phone," and I fucking like reached in to try to snatch it out of his hand, and at that point he just kind of moved to the side and just did a little pat. It wasn't even hard, bro. Like,
why didn't you duff him the same way that you did Wolf? And he had your personal property. I mean, shit,
when he hit me, I went, "Oh, you want to play that game?" And then I touched my face, and I touched my face, and I went, "Is that all you got, motherfucker? Is that all
Nah,
you
you didn't say that.
Me and him had a
No, you
fucking
didn't.
argument,
Dude,
bro.
you should have
Me and
recorded
him
this.
were
This
in
is like
each
a
other's-
movie.
Me and
You
him were
didn't
in
say
each
shit like
other's
that. Try
face,
again.
screaming at each other.
Try again. You didn't say anything like that.
You weren't there, Wolf.
Motherfucker, it's plain as day. You didn't say shit like that to Dustin.
Wolf. The fact that you're gonna sit here and we just watched part of a video where you just sat there and took an ass whooping like a bitch.
I took it out. No,
and
on
then
the
try
phone.
to
Get
make
right.
fun of me over the Dustin situation is kind of fucking ironic.
Because at the time, like I said, you were my friend, and I looked out for you
The
like a
minute I
fucking brother.
touched you in the motherfucking face, that rule goes out the fucking window, dog.
According to you. But don't worry. Like I said, and I'll say again, there will come a time and a place.
You
where we
already
will-
had your fucking chance. And then, Wolf, you made up another fucking story saying the last time I was in Detroit that I was looking for you.
No, I never said that. Sorry.
You told me that on the phone. When
No,
I called
I
you
don't,
about Vinny.
I don't recall that. But
I called
like I said,
you
there
about
will
Vinny.
come a time, and
When
then
I
we'll
called
come a
you
place.
about Vinny, Wolf, you told me on the phone. When I called you because Vinny asked me to talk to you a few months back.
Oh yeah. I remember him saying that he wanted
look,
to
now
talk
it's
to me.
like you.
But
keep
I
saying
don't recall saying that you come looking for me.
that
I knew you're going to look for
your
fucking George,
address.
not for me.
That I was looking for your address. That you were told by a unnamed source that I was looking for your address.
No, I don't recall that. Sorry.
Oh, okay, fine. And then you also, I heard like not too long ago you were making Instagram videos telling me to come meet you in a fucking cemetery.
Oh, I done called you out. I'm gonna call you out right here.
Highlight
Yeah,
Jack.
but
Next
here's
time.
the problem. Here's the problem, Wolf.
Shut the fuck up and listen, little boy.
Here's the problem, Wolf. Why
Listen.
do you challenge me to a fight on every fucking platform that I'm blocked on and I can't even see your content?
We're gonna do a live and direct right here. There's a fucking street that runs right behind Woodmere Cemetery in Southwest Detroit. Next time you're in Detroit,
12:31.
go live, and I'll meet you there.
Highlight this comment.
Okay.
Whose comment?
Jack me off.
But just make sure you come alone.
No, I won't.
Oh, so you're not gonna come alone?
Nope.
Okay.
Not at all.
Well,
If I-
time to rally the troops.
Since you guys did a benefit show, why don't you do a benefit fight? You know,
The reason I wouldn't come alone is because I've already dealt with you, Wolf. You're a bitch, and the first thing you do is try to fucking rally people to fight for you. Okay.
Oh no!
So I would not come alone.
Me
What would happen?
you.
What would happen? I would stop off in Saginaw. I'd say, "Hey, Madness, round up the people," and Madness would be like, "Oh, yeah, let's do this."
He should go get a walrus with hair and say, "Get the Latin counts."
Right.
Okay.
And then,
Okay.
and then his boy Stoney. I don't know if you ever met Stoney. He lives in Southwest Detroit, Michigan, and Livernois. All right. He has so many fucking homies there. When I was there and calling George and Zero out, and that's where I told them to meet me, they refused to go out there.
So by your own
That
admittance,
area.
if I'm telling you to come alone and you're telling me no, that you're gonna have motherfuckers bad your back.
No, I gotta
There's no
make
reason
sure.
why
that
I would have anybody.
I gotta make sure you don't have people trying to jump me because you're a bitch.
Oh no! They're gonna make damn sure that the fight is gonna be fair and square. And when I'm done, well, let's just put it this way: talking's done.
Okay, that's
Well,
fine.
Big Wilkins has a good point. He says, so is CPN admitting he got his ass whooped by Dustin? If not fighting back means you lost?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Pretty
much what you're saying.
What I am saying, what I am pointing out to Wolf is Wolf is gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, Dustin like touched your face one time and you immediately didn't do anything about it. You're a fucking bitch." Wolf.
Well, that's because apparently you have something that's going to drop in another year or so that you can talk about right now because of
your face
statute of limitation.
You got your face touched multiple fucking times and also didn't do anything about it. And that was like
the difference was that you at the time were my friend.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Wolf. Do you think I'm a bitch for hitting you because you were sitting down?
Well, I'm sitting down or standing up. You would have hit me, but you didn't drop me.
But let me ask you a question. Do you think
answer the question? Did you drop me? Did you knock me out? I took 5 of your best hits with a camping chair leg, and you didn't drop me.
Well, Wolf, with that logic.
No. Answer the fucking question at hand.
Hold on.
Did you drop me?
Yes, I did.
Did you knock me out?
Yeah,
Did you make me cry?
Yes.
No. The only thing that you did was piss me off.
Well, and almost take your eye. He did fuck your eye up.
I put you in the hospital.
Yeah, he did fuck my up. My eye's still fucked up to this day.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't do the shit you do. But anyway,
well, maybe you should do the shit you do. And when I fucking rearrange your goddamn face and your wife doesn't even recognize you, then don't be saying, "Hey, I should have did what I did to fucking Wolf."
You act like you would fight me without my wife. You act like my wife wouldn't run around the fucking side and bust you in the fucking head too, bro. Like, you don't understand. I'm married. I'm married to a G-ass bitch.
So you get this motherfucker. He's gonna have me from the land.
I never hear the man say, "When you fight me, you fight my wife."
Hey, look,
shows that you are a bitch-made nigga right there.
If you,
what you are, CPN.
As a matter of fact, it's funny because that following Hall of Wicked, the one Wolf didn't come see me at. Like the next night, the one after the gathering, the one that you didn't come see.
I was at the fucking Hall of Wicked. Let's see, the last 2 years.
The one you didn't come see me at is the one I'm talking about.
No, the one that you wanted, you couldn't find. Oh, no, you found me, but you didn't want to step.
I sent you a text. I sent you a text. You said you had me.
I got you blocked.
And that's the problem there. You fucking blocked me from being able to.
Yeah, it's my prerogative, motherfucker. If I don't want to hear nothing from you, I'm going to block you.
Right. And so you say this shit, but then you say, "Oh, how come you didn't come see me?" I told you where I was.
You know where the fuck I was in the parking lot. Why didn't you man the fuck up and walk the fuck down?
I actually didn't know where the fuck you were.
Bullshit. Blake told you exactly where the fuck I was.
No, I didn't know where you were.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did. When I showed up there, like we were all hanging out. I asked them, I was like, "Has anyone seen Wolf?" Somebody told me that they saw you out that way. I went walking out that way. I didn't fucking see you. I came back. We were fucking chilling, blah, blah, blah. Somebody came and told me that they think they saw you out there. And I said, "Hey, you think I should go say what's up to Wolf?" And fucking Brandon, Violent George, they all told me, "Look, you already put his ass in the hospital. He has to come to you." I said, "You know what? Yeah, you got a fucking point."
Yeah, of course, because they're all your dick suckers. But like I said, there's a street that runs right behind Woodmere Cemetery.
Right.
And I'll see you there next time you're in Detroit. Make sure you go live.
Yeah, I bet. But what I was saying is at that Hall.
No. Let's
you be getting mad. You be getting mad now.
Bring your bitch ass to Detroit, and you might go home maybe in a body bag or maybe with one less eye. Because in my world, an eye for an eye, motherfucker.
Yeah, in your world, you're a hardcore Detroit gangster who calls the fucking cops when he gets beat up.
Hey, so do you, motherfucker. So do you. Give my phone, fan, or I'm going to call the cops.
I didn't call the cops.
Bullshit.
I didn't call the cops.
Bullshit.
Yeah, what's
so like I said, I will see you.
You know for a fact I didn't call the cops because I immediately went back to your house. Had I called the cops, Wolf, the cops would have went to your house and took a statement from me.
Maybe because it could have been you're gonna call the city that you're in. But I'm gonna sum this up because I gotta take care of my kids.
Yeah, see, right now what's happening with Wolf is what always happens. He gets caught in all his bullshit.
He doesn't think about me being caught. Hello, hey, dumbass. See, this is my child. Okay, why don't you man the fuck up and take care of it? Your child that Cherry's been taking care of for the past 3 years.
Right. 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. Going on 3 years now.
3 years. It's 3 years now. Okay.
Oh, 2 years. 2 going on 3. I take care of my kids. As a matter of fact, it's 12:38. It's time for their lunch. I didn't get caught up in anything. But know this.
You're getting caught up, Wolf. You're
really
scared now.
What am I getting caught up on?
You're getting caught up. You're a fucking liar, dude.
You're the fucking biggest liar on the internet.
You make so much.
You fucking want me cloud god, and I'm the biggest and the best, dude. Your days are numbered.
My days are numbered, and they were numbered last year, and then they were numbered. I hear that all the time, Wolf.
Shout out Agenda Boys.
I hear that.
So how am I getting caught up?
You're getting caught up because you're trying to say some shit, and then I'm coming back.
No, all I said is I will see you next time you're in Detroit on the street behind Woodmere Cemetery. I'll see you then.
Well, let's see if you actually do, because we'll probably.
And when I do show up, and I'm by myself, and you have these gang of fucking people behind you, it just goes to show one thing: that you can't get the job done alone.
I already did though.
No. You used a fucking weapon to get the job
done. It doesn't matter. I got the job done.
Yeah.
I don't know why you can't like I seen a meme I seen a meme that we've been making fun of. It says absolutely no one, overweight middle-aged men. I am the wolf in a world of sheep. And I just couldn't stop laughing because that's you. You're an overweight middle-aged man claiming to be the wolf. I don't know why you constantly.
Oh no! You killed him. You killed him. You killed him that night.
Right. I don't know why you all constantly call yourselves the wolf. In every fucking story with a wolf, the wolf always loses. Always. Beauty and the fucking Beast, Little Red Riding Hood, the Three Little Fucking Pigs. The wolves always lose, bro.
Well, there's gonna be a difference in my fairy tale. This wolf will win.
And I'm not out there sending men fucking rings, bro. That's you. Why don't you talk about that shit?
Oh, okay. So you're gonna talk about the Brotherhood ring? Okay, that's fine. So you're also gonna say the fucking Freemasons?
Well, no, you're not a Freemason.
No. On your accord, sending men a ring. The fucking Freemasons give each and every single one of their fucking members a ring.
Right, that's a whole organization. You have to do a lot.
My organization is the Brotherhood.
You don't have an organization.
Oh well, that's what you think.
You
Trust
have
me, we're
people
17 fucking
people that you fucking
Oh,
know.
has the wolf pack. Isn't that a thing?
No, the wolf pack is the original the original one, but not anymore. That died.
Uh-huh.
What happened was here probably about a good 3 or 4 years ago, it died, and then just what came from the ashes was just called the Brotherhood.
Right, the Brotherhood. You know, you're assassins now. The Brotherhood
has nothing to do with your fucking video game bullshit.
Fucking lame, bro. Like
you're fucking lame. Now we're going to be sitting there calling each other names. But I don't have time for this. I gotta give my kids some lunch.
Get the fuck out of here.
Take care, Wolf.
Your fucking God commands you
you're
to
the fucking fraud, CPN. And like I said, I will see you next time you're in Detroit, and it's gonna be your fucking funeral, fam.
All right, we might be there in like a week.
Good. I'll see you then.
Because we're gonna go party with Madness. Come up to Saginaw, Wolf.
Fuck Saginaw and fuck Madness.
Of course you're afraid. That's right. Okay, so anyway.
Hey, so anyway, yes. Did you call the police on Marty because he said he would buy you a Fago?
Absolutely not.
No.
Nope. Absolutely not.
I'm inclined to believe you because you didn't phone the police on somebody who fucked a 14-year-old. So you know.
Right. So there you go. I did not call the police on Marty for saying he's going to buy me a Fago. None of that fucking happened. He's making shit up. What happened was Marty was sending very vague threats that he was basically going to go do some mass shooter shit at the fucking gathering.
So that's why you phoned the police?
No, I didn't call the cops. I told him I told him I did, but I actually didn't. Had I called the cops, there'd be a police report to provide. Since I had all of his information, cops would have most likely paid him a visit, and there would have been a police report to provide. There is no police report because it never happened.
So how come you're trying to throw Mother Nature under the bus?
Again, I figured you would not understand my video. My video was explaining what the word pedophile means and why in America and in other parts of the world we have laws for different age groups and how children are categorized and everything else. I legitimately stated in that video, once again, that if a grown adult gets with a teenager, he's still a sex offender. He's still a predator. I totally agree with categorizing him that way. That's fine. But the way the law is written, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying it's fine. I'm just explaining to you the way the law is written, the way what science has found, what our biology is a pedophile is somebody who is attracted to children.
Yes, and how you define that is prepubescent.
And children are considered fucking human beings that have not gone through puberty yet.
Right. So what you're saying is,
Not a defense.
so what you're saying is, a girl can get pubes at 8 and another at 12. So how is that an accurate description of a child?
So that's why we have laws written in a certain way. Okay.
Oh,
The law, and that's what I also explained in the video. I explained in the video that obviously this happens at different ages. So there's no way we can like say like, oh, look, there's if someone has pubes, no. So we apply ages to certain laws. That's why if in a certain state, let's say a 25-year-old man does something with a 15-year-old and another 25-year-old man does something with a 12-year-old, those are two different charges because legally it has been written that the 15-year-old was not as victimized as the 12-year-old would have been legally. That's not my fucking decision. That's just the way the laws have been written. And that's all I've been explaining to you. I have not one time suggested that it was okay. I have not one time suggested.
But that's what you're indirectly doing, rather than going.
That is not what I'm indirectly doing. I'm literally
yes, he's a fucking piece of shit. He's a chomo, and that's what he is. What you've done is try justify the fact you did nothing by playing down his crime, and then you talk for ages, silence, dickhead, and then what you done, but by doing so, is make yourself look worse by trying to play his crime down and by going, it's science, fam. Silence, dickhead.
I didn't play his crime down at all. In the realm of what his crime would have been, he would have been one of the more severe punished because she was 14, because she was under the age of 15. He would have been one of the more severe punished. Now, if under the age of 14, there's even more severity. And then under the age of 12, I believe there's even more severity. You know what I mean? But he would have been more severe. He could have gotten, like, there was that joke back in the day, 15 will get you 20 or something like that. Like, he could have been very severely punished. There was nothing I could do about it because the girl decided she didn't want to fucking tell on him.
Have you ever heard of this joke?
What?
You basically
You've never heard the joke 15 will get you 20?
No, 15 will get you killed.
That's literally a joke people used to tell back in the fucking day. It is what it is. I'm just saying.
That sounds like a joke that, like,
but again, you're literally
a joke.
Like, did you watch the whole video, BK?
Of which one?
The last one I had.
Yes. And then what you try to do is try play a little sneaky mind game where you think we're going to run with something, so you can go, listen, fam, I was the victim. Silence. We're not playing these games.
Can we address the dislike? No, I want to address the disliking shit. Please.
Good job.
I can show you where I've never disliked any of your videos.
I'm not saying it was you. I didn't say you did it. I didn't say you did it. All I said was, the people that are doing it, keep doing it. Like, it's cool. It's fine. Keep doing it, please. It helps my algorithm.
But I've never interacted on the thumbs up, down, anything with any of your videos. Mike was streaming it, and you could see he had not even interacted. And then you come on, and what you do is, rather than going, people don't agree with what I'm saying here, you go, this is just your minions. Rather, because you don't want the reality of, I'm full of shit.
No, some people may disagree, but on top of that, of course, you do have minions. I mean, if you're gonna honestly try to say that you don't have minions, I'm gonna laugh in your face, bro. Like, you do have minions. Well, but we all do. I do too. You know what I mean? If you get to a certain level on a platform, you're going to have minions. That's just the fact.
This is where the ego gets to your brain a little bit, because there's people that can run with him and agree with shit he's saying. That doesn't make him his minion at all. Like you said, like you claiming that I'm his bitch. By your logic, you're Max's bitch.
How?
Well, because you're friends with Max, I'm friends with BK. So I guess by your logic, that's what makes us bitches to each other. And being friends with somebody does not make someone their bitch. No, define what makes me BK's bitch, because I come up on his panel and I'm his co-host.
I disagree with BK right now. What's something about BK you disagree with?
I'm trying to play a game. Don't play into his games. See what he's doing?
I've legitimately publicly displayed my disagreements with Max.
What?
Yeah, what were they?
I've had lots of them. If you haven't been, the way he went about promoting his fucking record, certain things he did with some of his fucking songs, the way he handled certain things with Juggernaut, I've said all of this shit.
Well, we've publicly spoken on other things that I didn't agree with BK. Example of such, when he used Bombshell's father as the green screen. He asked me, "Do you think this is going over the line?" And I said, "Yeah, man, this is gonna piss some people off." And
privately or publicly?
Both. I'm saying it now. I've said it on other live streams.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. All right. But what I do find funny, Skeletor pointed this out. He said everybody was cool until BK said fuck CPN, and now all these people are suddenly mad at CPN. What I also understand is you guys were claiming that I was supporting Blue and Tony before I even said anything on the Blue and Tony situation, before anyone could even get my response.
Now you're generalizing. You guys. When have I said anything?
I don't know about you, but I know that Madness told me that on BK's panel it was already being said that
sounds like a lot of secondary information.
That I was supporting Blue and Tony, and at the time I didn't even know what was going on with Blue and Tony when this was being said, because I was laid out in a fucking bedroom.
All right, let's give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's give you the benefit of the doubt that that's the truth. How do you feel now after the fact, knowing what you know about Blue and Tony?
I mean, obviously, I think Tony should be punished. I think Blue, at the very least, should be held accountable for that situation. I mean, unfortunately, you're probably not going to be able to do anything to both of them, because in Tony's situation, if he doesn't have the hard drive anymore, there's nothing to go by evidence-wise.
He does have the hard drive. It's at his grandmother's house. He's
okay. I hear you. And so if they find that hard drive and they get it and blah blah blah, and they can, whatever, then yeah, Tony should face some fucking repercussions.
But in Blue's situation, you had a similar experience. So shouldn't you be held accountable too?
I did not have a similar experience.
You told Blue you had a similar experience.
No. What I told Blue is what I was comparing my situation to Blue's situation was Blue sat on the porch and looked out for this dude while this dude went hooked up with a teenage girl, and that teenage girl was that dude's wife's sister, and my situation was, and then he stayed friends with that dude after the fact. My situation was, I found out one of my boys did something with an underage girl, and I immediately cut fucking ties with him, and I had beef with the motherfucker, and I informed on him to the family and say, hey, like, this is what this dude told me. And then they went to handle it from there. Those are two different situations. They're not similar at all, except the only similarity there is I knew somebody who did something with an underage person. Other than that, there's no other fucking, like.
But in your words, you went to his house and he took you to his bedroom and showed you a 14-year-old girl in his bedroom, and no alarms went off in your head.
Yeah, I didn't think at the time that.
Didn't you tell the girl her family had been looking for her? I mean,
yeah,
that be alarm itself?
That girl,
this bitch has been listening. He's with an older guy who's my friend. Like, that tells you what's going on.
That girl actually ran away quite a lot. This was not the first time.
Yeah, so she was a troubled youth.
Yeah,
so
and we all knew her. Like, let's say she had ran away and then she came to my front door and knocked on the door. I would let her in my house and let her chill. I'm not going to send her out on the street.
Oh, that's fair enough. But didn't you like that he was fucking her while she was also?
No, I honestly did not think that he was fucking her. We all hung out together all the fucking time, like just the boys, like not her, but just the boys. And we were at my boy's house, like her brother's house or her house too. Like, of course she was around. Like, she lives in the same house. We'd be out chilling in the yard. We'd be out chilling in my boy's room, jamming out to fucking music and shit. They both played guitar. Like, those two, both of my boys, they played guitar. They'd be jamming out and shit. I mean, that dude, that girl's brother, is literally, his house is where I got started video editing, because he had like this souped up computer for the time being. And I started fucking with Movie Maker at his house. And that's when I had my first like little video editing experience. There was a lot of shit happening. You know what I mean? There was no reason for me to believe. Like, in my mind, it was she was wandering the motherfucking streets. She came by his house. like to chill. Like, oh man, that's what she even said. That's what she told her family. That's what she told me. That's what she said, that she was out and that she was on her way home and she stopped by his house so she can rest a little bit. I don't think my friends are out there fucking teenage girls, bro. If I thought my friends had if we literally thought that one of our friends is gonna probably try to fuck one of our little teenage sisters, we wouldn't be friends with them.
Yes, but after you found out, he told you. And this girl, like Rumor said, and I pointed out the other day, that she was vulnerable and running away from home in time of need. And when she did, probably looking for advice, a father figure, your friend then dicked her down and then told you. And you then went and told her brother, and she admitted it to him. And nobody done nothing. Absolutely, dude was, in fact, the dude was feeling that safe. He went to a local bar where you almost had a fight.
So the local bar was a couple years later when the bar incident happened. Neither me nor him were able to go into bars at the time. I was 19, he was 18. So you have to be 21, obviously. So that was a few years later. Which is my point. He was still in the town. He felt safe walking around. Where I'm from, if you don't leave ASAP, just off a rumor, you need to go because someone is going to fuck you up. But in your rasa, you know when you get all gangster, like you do things and like nothing happens, So. Oh, okay. I mean, you could check out my town if you like. It's called Douglas.
No, I definitely won't take my children there.
It's called Douglas. I don't even like going there. I think that place is a fucked up place. You know what I mean?
Fucked up places. But
my friend and his whole family, they don't live there anymore. They hate that town too. It's a very fucked up town to live in. Okay? I'm not saying I come from a great fucking place. I'm not saying I come from a great fucking community. It's a horrible fucking
place and still have morals to do things, man. Like, I mean, I used to live in Section 8 housing or is watching fucking child abuse go on.
Yeah,
so,
what the fuck are you talking about morals? What are you talking about morals, dude?
I would say getting a hold of the authorities when you're aware that fucking.
Okay, so if someone else gets a hold of the authorities because I didn't do it, it's my fault.
I'm saying it's your fault.
You keep acting like knowing about the authorities. Try to get the authorities involved.
Well, okay, what's this train of thought? Okay, she ran away from home, so your idea of helping is to tell her family who she originally ran away from, and that they're going to sort it out. But the law, and I'm fuck police. You'll never hear Prison Mike threatening to call the cops on no one. But guess what? When it comes to fucking the abuse of children and rapists, that's when the law should be involved.
Right. You're right.
Blank period.
You're
and
right.
I'm going to tell you, as a father to 3 fucking females.
As a father to 3 fucking females, you can't put down the needle, bro. So don't talk to me about that shit.
Putting down the needle, bro. Wow, that's ignorant. But anyways, as a father of 3 females, I would.
The fact he done that is very telling.
Because it would be better for the police to find them before I found out.
The fact he done that is very telling. He just stooped low there. We've got you on you do realize that we've had you on the back foot the whole time, and we're not letting go. You will only be on the back foot. You will never push forward with this. The chat is saying everybody has been waiting for someone to call you out on your bullshit.
Those needle marks, fam. Holy shit! Look at them needle marks, fam.
Your last live stream is all I would ever need to counter you. You're not going to turn my audience on me. You know what I mean?
I don't care about your audience. I don't care about
what can you possibly do to me then, BK?
Make you look like a fool, trigger you, make you defend pedophiles, make you blame Mother Nature, make you throw everyone under the bus, make you do
it. And once again, you're taking what I said and you're twisting it. All I have to do, BK, at this point is put clips of you saying he defended this, and then put a clip of me saying, now these people are still predators, these people are still this, these people are still this, and they should be punished.
But they're not.
The whole argument falls apart, bro.
But then you say, but they're not pedophiles, and smile like I'm smarter than you. And there's only one way to think on this matter, but not with CPN. Not
categorically, they're not. And that's all I'm saying, bro.
Why are you saying this?
Because they're not.
But he's a pedo. Do you not think he's a pedo?
Categorically, no.
No, fuck all that. If you
No,
got
what
a
do you
14-year-old and a 20-year-old fucks your daughter, he's not a pedo in your eyes. You're like, this deviant, I might have to have words, you know?
No, it's not pedophilia. It's predator. It's sex offender. But even the law says it's not pedophilia. The fucking law.
Okay, where do they go?
Society
Says he is. Society.
everything.
Listen,
You are one person.
what do you mean one person?
Why
Most
did
of
you use
society
the law?
agrees, you moron. You know, in World War II, it was law that Jews could be killed in Germany. So fuck you and your law, okay? Because society determines what's right, and we all think he's a chomo, and you're the only one denying it because you didn't do what you were supposed to do.
Is based on society.
Well, and the law says if you know a crime's going on and you don't commit it, you know, if you want to use the law to your favor here.
So what you're saying is that so basically what your main problem is that I didn't call the cops myself, but that I contacted her family to call the police.
That you fucked up there. That's my problem. Other than that, it's whatever.
Wait, what happened?
I said my main issue is that your ego is so fucking high that you can't just admit, yeah, man, I probably should have called the fucking police.
So because her family called the police, I should have done it too, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, and what would that have accomplished?
It would have been maybe another report to help get this guy fucking put away.
It wouldn't have.
Why not?
I can tell you what definitely didn't help, not calling them.
She admitted it to her brother.
I mean, the law doesn't work.
She admitted it to her brother, and he admitted it to you. So, her opinion is no longer valid because the adults take over, and that's how it gets dealt with.
Actually, no, that's called third-party hearsay. That's not admissible in any type of investigation or court case.
It could have supported an investigation. Instead, it kind of somewhat hindered it.
The police, what the police told my friend's mom was that unless her daughter fucking is willing to tell them about this, there's nothing they can do. So you can get on the phone, Douglas, Arizona Police Department, and you can bitch at them.
Why would I bitch at them for what you failed to do?
What did I fail to do?
You never beat the shit out of him. You never beat the shit out of him.
So now I should have rolled up and beat his ass, right?
I mean, maybe
not now. That's what I've been saying from the beginning, and you know that. You should have beat the shit out of him because he holds your face, and if you don't and you let it fly and he walks around your town for 2 years, and you and your other friend.
I didn't say it was for 2 years per se.
You said he was in the bar. You said he was in the bar 2 years later. So for 2 years he was walking around your town.
That actually wouldn't have made sense. He was 18 at the time. 2 years later he would have been 20 and still not able to go to a bar. I was 19, but he wouldn't have been able to go into a bar at 20 years old.
So then your own stories are getting convoluted then.
No, I'm not. I said it was a few years later. I said the bar incident. See, you keep talking over me. I said the bar incident was a few years later.
So even longer. So you're making it worse. So for a few years, he was in your town, walking around, safe as fuck. You and your other homie, you know, you're close with the family friends. You know, the family. Like
I actually wasn't living in that town at that time.
And nobody done nothing.
Yeah, nobody did anything.
Exactly, because you're all bitches, and this is the point. You're a low down, dirty bitch. Simple as this.
Right, cool. So what are you doing about all the pedophiles around here, BK?
Pedophiles are around where?
I don't know. You have claimed that you know Violent George's address. You have claimed you are.
He hides off the internet. He hides off the internet. You're a big enough dickhead to come on and try use science to justify you being a bitch.
Again, there's absolutely no justification. There's no justification. I don't know why you keep saying I'm justifying anything. There's no justification.
Yes, and there's no justification for you doing nothing.
Okay, so why aren't you doing anything?
What do you mean? Why? Because is he near me? Is he near me? You see, so what you're saying is because I won't travel over the other side of the world to beat the shit out of someone, I'm no better than you.
That is exactly what I am saying.
You're a retard. You know nothing.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm telling you right now. You have the means to travel. You have the means, and if you telling me that you are willing
so I should be a planetary pedo fucking chaser just for you, you piece of fucking shit.
You're coming in this motherfucker acting like the Batman. So yeah, that's what he does.
You let that dude off. Here's the thing: you let that dude off. You let the dude off originally, and then you went to where George was and didn't go the extra 3 miles, knowing in your mind that he distributed.
Yeah, you had a much different tune when that shit was going down, didn't you? You had a much different tune when that shit was going down, didn't you?
Yes, because I use things against people. I'm a troll.
Okay, then that's fine. Then that's all I need from you. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you're not willing. You are not willing under no circumstances to go to jail yourself. You're not, BK. You're not. And you can't tell me you are because you have the addresses of people that you say you consider to be pedophiles. And because of that, you have the addresses, you know where they live, you know where they sleep, and you have the means to get there. Okay, you have those means to get there.
Yes.
So the fact that you are not willing, like,
so the fact that I'm not willing, you're an absolute dickhead. The fact that I'm not willing to travel to a place that far away to beat the shit out of someone for showing a picture means I'm no better than you.
I mean,
I've traveled all over this country. Just how much of a piece of shit you are, and this is what I want.
I've traveled all over this country this year. Okay, and you've stated you're more successful than I am. So traveling overseas and going to somebody's house and beating the shit out of them for pedophilia shit should not be a fucking issue to you. Like, it should be the most minor of things you would have to deal with when it comes to you going to jail that you said you would gladly fucking do if you're fucking putting your hands on somebody that's a fucking pedophile, that you would gladly go to jail. The traveling part is the minor part out of all of those things. And it isn't.
No, it isn't. It's the getting away with it. Because I would go to jail happily if I got caught. I would have no problems and I would not regret nothing. That's what that means. But you can twist it into your own shitty little narrative.
So now we got to figure out a way to get away with it.
To justify your terrible behavior. You know.
Terrible behavior.
Yes, terrible behavior.
So basically, hold on. Let me just get this straight. Let me just get this straight, okay? I find out my boy hooks up with one of my other friends' little sisters. When I find this out, I contact them. I contact that girl's family, my boy's family. I tell them what this dude told me. Yes. At that point, they try to take care of it. They try to call the cops. The cops tell them they can't do anything unless the girl will actually testify against them. And if she's not going to do that, and then I stopped being friends with that dude. Confronted that dude a few years later and almost like got dragged out of a fucking bar because we were about to fight and shit. And I'm still the bad guy in this situation.
Yes, you are. Do you want to know why? Okay, because here's how it goes down with I. You know, one of my friends tells me the same scenario with you, and then I go to the family. I say, "Look what this dickhead has done," and then the police won't do nothing, which I don't believe for starters. But then the police won't do nothing, and they do nothing. Then I'm going to fuck everybody up. I'm like, you also.
I bet you are. I bet you are.
You absolute pieces of shit.
Even though there have been multiple people put in your face publicly that do these kind of things, and the police aren't doing anything about it. The police are not doing anything about it, and you're not doing anything about it.
Well, here. Hold on, nobody was in my face saying nothing because the people who've literally been accused have had a serious consequence from me in real life, put in front of my face in my vicinity. You're talking about the other side of the world to justify that you're a fucking coward, and we know it and we've seen it. Dustin proves it. This story proves it. You're a fucking bitch. Your own mother doesn't even want to know you, Raya.
That's not true at all. I talk to her every day.
Prove it.
Hold on. I'm going to call her right now.
I would also like to speak on the flawed logic of this whole idea of BK going out and beating on pedos. The difference in the situations here is you were confronted directly face to face with it. That's the whole other ball game when you're searching out, looking for pedos and trying to keep pulling this whole thing. What Violent George did was fucked up. I guess we could consider a sex crime, but he's not a pedophile.
What are you doing, man?
fucking kids.
Just here. What's up?
So it's funny. I have these people on the internet saying that you don't want anything to do with me and that I'm not half black.
Your son's
What do
so
you think
fresh
about that?
Who said he's not half?
Huh?
I'm the one who screwed your daddy, and he was black.
Yeah, right. Hey, so I got a question to ask you, Ma. So in our hometown of Douglas, right?
Yeah.
The way we pretty much live, if like, let's say something happened to my sister, right? When she was like 15 or 14 or whatever, what do we want to happen? Do we want, if somebody finds out about it, do we want them to call the cops on themselves? Or do we want them to tell us about it so we can take care of it
They
ourselves?
didn't sort of say that a grown man is fucking
we
his
used to
sister.
take care of it ourselves back then.
Yeah, right. That's exactly what we used to do. I'm trying to explain to these people about how like where we're from and like Rasta shit and how like if something happens, you're supposed to notify the family.
Mrs. CPN, you raised a dickhead.
So the family can take care of it. You know what I'm saying?
You raised an absolute dickhead. You should have aborted this one.
I love you with all my heart. And
Hey,
you're
Mr. CPN, get in my DMs.
All right. Well, hey, check. Okay. After I'm done, I'm gonna call you back, Ma.
All right. I love you. You sound like you guys are doing okay.
Yeah, we're doing good. But I love you too, and I'll talk to you in a little
When
bit.
you show actual proof, we have yet to see that with some other claims, but I'll give him on this one. That was good.
Yes, my mother doesn't want anything to do with me, fam, and I'm not half black, which is what you said, BK, in your last live stream. I just covered it.
No, I never. I said you're not black and you're not.
Yeah, that's what you said. You said I'm not black.
Yes, I said you're not black and you're not. You're whiter than me. Look at you.
What do you call this hair, BK?
I call that curly hair.
That is curly hair. You know who has curly hair? Black people.
Ginger people, Jews, white people. Every race has curly hair. Look at your beard. Who has ginger beards? White people and only white people. Or mixed race.
My mother's a natural redhead.
Yes, I could.
May I ask what the race matters, anyways? Like, why in 2020? Why do we even care? Period. Like,
I mean, if it didn't matter, why did BK bring it up?
Because
you
that
initially
I'm saying you're not black. You are literally whiter than me. Skin tone, your skin is lighter than mine.
Yeah,
so you are not black.
Yeah, my
All right,
skin
guys,
tone
I'm
is,
Asian.
but
I'm
ethnically, my father is black.
Your father is, but you're not. You're mixed race. You're not black.
Yeah, I'm mixed. We
Yes,
are
so there we go.
superior.
So I did not say you're not
mixed.
mixed.
People are superior to unmixed people.
I did not. Anyway, so I was saying that you're not black. I never said not half black, and you're definitely not even half black. Look at
my father is pretty much all black.
Controller's blacker than you, and she's not even half black.
wow, this has been interesting.
So you just heard my mom's tell you also that that's how we handle shit where I'm from, bro.
Yes, I want you to prove this.
Like here's the thing, you might not like that that's the way we handle shit, but that
you handled nothing. You done nothing. Nobody done nothing.
That is literally the way we handle shit where I'm from. If something like that happens, we contact the family, and the family takes care of it. Now, whatever our own personal issues with, like if I have beef with the motherfucker because of it or anything like that, that's a whole separate story. But that's how we do shit like that. That's how we do it where I'm from. You don't have to like it, and I don't really give a fuck if you like it. That's how we handled shit back then.
You say that's how we handle shit, but none of you done anything. Nothing happened to the dude.
Right. And we also noticed you were talking shit about the girl, calling her a whore and shit, bro. Like, how are you gonna be a victim blamer like that, bro? Like, look, I
was not blaming the girl. I was talking about the woman. You said now she's a woman and she does not care. She sees no problem with it or you. That's what you said. And I said that means a dysfunctional family have raised a whore. That's what I said. And that's it.
Victim fucking blaming.
No. She's a grown woman. She's a grown woman.
That teenage girl got raped. What a whore. #BK.
That's what I said. Prove it. Another lie. You owe me another $1,000. You literally just lied.
Do I now, BK?
Fucking hell, about $20,000 up to now.
I forgot we were on my. Oh wait, this isn't my channel.
No, this isn't your channel.
You haven't formally challenged, have you?
No.
Have you? No. But you also have a video stating that you've read my terms and you agree to them. So therefore, you haven't formally challenged.
Because I don't come to sit and let a liar lie about lying.
Right,
All week you've been.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You are such a cookie cutter, bro. Like that response right now. Hold on real quick. Like I want to actually. I'm gonna get a bingo game started with you, BK.
Okay.
I don't know.
Don't talk about cookie cutter when you're a juggalo. Don't talk about cookie cutter when you're a juggalo and everybody does the same shit, has the same tattoos. Don't talk about cookie cutter. You are not original. You're not one of a kind. You're just another dickhead on the internet. Same as us. The difference is we know it and you don't.
What are you talking about? I say that shit all the time. I say that shit. I'm just a dude. I'm nothing special. I literally say that all the time. I mean, none of us are actually special. Like most people.
No, I'm special. My mother told me so. Don't you fucking.
Most of us don't seem to understand that. As far as our even our solar system goes, us on this planet is pretty much inconsequential. As far as our existence in the galaxy, inconsequential. Definitely universe inconsequential. And yeah, we're not special.
You woke as fuck for that one.
Woke as fuck, bro. I mean, like I'm saying before, I'm not very like it's not a level of being worried. Is more as like I'm trying to understand where y'all are coming from. You know what I mean?
I thought that was clear.
It's interesting to me the fact that you can sit here. Your basic argument here is I didn't do enough for the situation.
Yes.
No. But one thing I also pointed out in my live stream. One thing I also pointed out in my live stream earlier is what I find very curious about y'all is you keep saying show the proof, show the proof, show the proof. Unless you say something I can use against you. We don't need no proof. Whatever I say is not held to that standard of evidence. It's only the stuff that derails your agenda.
You realize it comes out of your own mouth. So what are you lying now? So what is it? Because you say
okay. So what? No, Mike. What is it? What is it then? Like how come this portion of the story that conveniently helps your argument? Those are the portions of the story that came out of my mouth that are true, but the portions of the story that don't help your argument, those are false.
We haven't said anything you've said isn't true. What we've said
I'm saying is
the fact that you done nothing to the dude and lived in the same town as him for years and your friend did nothing means you and your friends are fucking
I actually didn't live in the same town with him after that.
More excuses.
Well, regardless of such, and what I said is that the one time the law should have been involved is the one time you didn't involve it. And you admitted that yourself. So I don't understand where there's back and forth of any sorts.
Here's a quote from CPN, and tell me this is not defending your chomo friend. My dude was not even the oldest that girl screwed as a teen.
I found that out later in life. It was just a tidbit of information. It wasn't saying it was okay or anything. It was just a tidbit of information. I found that out later. I don't even know who the dude was or anything, but she was a troubled fucking teen. I mean, you guys literally act like it's such a fucking rarity for like troubled.
No, now you're talking shit. Now you're talking shit. No one said that. You're just inventing shit. It's a rarity that a man stands in front of another man and says, I fucked the child, and no one does nothing. That's what's fucking rare where I come from. So fuck your little fucking inbred town.
You still haven't done shit. You have the means to do shit, and you still haven't done shit.
Hello, Courtney.
Jesus fucking Christ. So, I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah, I want to get a female perspective.
Well, that's exactly why I'm fucking here. Because I'm all y'all talking about, obviously the male perspective of it. And I'm not disagreeing with a lot of them, but I wanted to speak on behalf of a female who was that little rebellious teen, obviously ages ago, but a long time ago. And I grew up with very hippie, liberal granola, fucking love the Grateful Dead, followed Fish, peace, love, and all that shit type of fucking friends, okay? However, in that group of friends, and I was that young girl that was cool to hang out with the older guys that could buy me beer when I was 15 or get pot from, and this dude's got mushrooms, so I'm going to hang out with him and he's 19. However, there was an air of understanding with my group of friends, and this is the hippie, love everybody community, that a motherfucker would get murked as shit if he was 18 fucking with a 15-year-old. 19, 20, and the only thing, and this is why CPN, like I always feel that you're well spoken, and I agree with a lot of things you say, but you will fuck a dude up over a golf cart, but you won't fuck a dude up fucking with a young kid. And I guess you're right, and I heard you say that, and this is where I heard you say, like, let the law do its own thing or the family do its own thing, but you guys will beat each other's ass over views on YouTube. Why didn't you feel it necessary to break your friend's jaw over this? You know?
So I mean, the first part of that though is, and this part keeps getting skipped over, is I did beef with that dude. You know what I mean? Like I did beef with that dude. I went to my other friends and I told my friends what that motherfucker told me. That dude was legitimately ostracized from our fucking social circle.
And you said that too, like you said the family tried to go with the cops, and the cops were like, "Hey, guess what, dude? We can't do anything." That means it's fucking hood rules. That means you guys take into your own fucking hands. And if the cops can't do it, you do it then.
And as much as I understand that, I didn't see the dude again after that. Yeah, I knew where he lived. I could have gone to his house and kicked in his fucking door, and I could have done all that other shit. That's fine. And the next time I did see that dude, we almost fucking fought. You know what I'm saying?
Almost means you do nothing.
I was in his fucking face like we were about to fucking throw down in a fucking bar. I got jumped out of the fucking bar. Like the fucking security guards are out there like fucking get the fuck out of here. My girlfriend.
Let me ask you, how old were you? And not that this matters, but and this is where I'm gonna play the other side of it all. There's that weird age thing, right? Like, hey, I'm 17, I'm dating my 15-year-old girlfriend. Boom, I'm 18 now. What does that mean? What happens? Right. So what was your age, when this was all going down? How old were you, and what was the age gap between you, this dude, and the kid or the girl?
Okay, so that dude was 18 and I was 19. Okay. That dude's birthday was one day before mine, so me and him were the same age for one day, and then the next day I would turn one number above him, right?
And I'll defend you on that too, CPN, because that's a weird age thing, right? Like you're at that legal adult, not adult, but you're like, this motherfucker's only 12 months younger, so I get that. That's
right. So there was all that shit. And so yeah, he was 18. This girl, she was 14, possibly 15. I said she was 14 because that's what I remember. I think she was 14. She might have been 15. Not that either of those two ages is worse or better than the other. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it for accuracy. Well, anyway, so yeah, when that shit happened, like I said, and what I was telling Prison Mike is I didn't. None of us thought, like, if any of us thought that one of our friends was going to try to fuck one of our little sisters, that's what they don't understand.
Game over, right?
I have a little sister too. You know what I mean? And the only thing that's happened to her that I know of is one of her boyfriends like gave her a black eye, and me and my brother went and handled that shit. And
I think, Stephen, that your timing. Because your timing was bad with all this.
Like understand, like where I'm from too, like we're all about like our family takes care of the shit ourselves. You know what I mean? And then about outsiders and stuff like that. Most of everybody I grew up with were Mexican. You know what I mean? My grandfather's Mexican.
How a lot of domestic violence goes on. And people get beat for years and nothing happens.
But it was the timing of when you brought it up, CPN, though. You brought it up almost, I'm saying, like in a weird climate right now. And this is why I've dipped out for the last couple of days, because the Tony thing just has straight shook me. And then the Blue shit is another level. But you kind of brought it up in a defending matter of like, hey, Blue, not a big deal, bud, because this happened when I was younger. Like it was a weird context that the story first came out. It was just weird.
That wasn't the context what I was trying to explain to him.
And why are you still rolling with Blue?
And I wouldn't have brought it up, CPN. Like you shouldn't even have brought it up. Like just know, like this is a dangerous area right now.
Yeah, I know it's a dangerous area. I mean, I'm all about the dangerous areas. I'm married to a redhead. You think I'm afraid of dangerous areas.
Yo, we should make a dating.
I'm still never talking bad about Roxy.
Courtney,
No Roxy talk back.
Courtney understands what that means. Anybody who's ever dealt with a redhead woman fucking knows that it's just a different level of crazy than most women. You know what I mean?
Silence.
When me and Roxy get in an argument, there's a part of me that feels I'm dying today. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna die violently today.
So CPN, I didn't hear too. Like again, I've been like the last couple of days. I want you guys to know too. Like I was that person last year that defended Tony very much, very strong. Like I thought everybody was being a piece of shit. I thought he didn't have the mental capacity. I have had my own private conversations outside of outside of YouTube with Tony, and Tony likes kids. It is admitted he has a problem and he needs help. So I saw your first response to Blue about, and I get what you said about, Tony's not all there and whatnot. And again, it was downplaying, in my opinion, the fact that now, like, again, I'm devastated by it too. Like I'm sick over it. And I'm sick over the fucking Blue shit. I don't care. I understand. We did dumb shit when we were kids. If he was to look out for his buddy, that sucks, right? But we did dumb shit. If Blue came forward and said, I did some fucked up shit, it wasn't right, and I kind of regret it now thinking back. No, he came out and just kind of was like, hey, man, I did this for my buddy. Look at Tony, not a big deal. It was like, I wouldn't be mad at Blue if he didn't just own, like, it was fucked up what he did. It was wrong.
I think the thing about Blue, though, was Blue was, this was only a couple years ago when the Blue situation happened.
So it's not even like a young.
If he was a kid, the guy who stuck needles in his arms before, I wouldn't fucking, no way would I ever been cool with that kind of shit.
No, I'm not cool. I'm not cool with that shit. But here's the other thing too. And this is the part that no one asked me about. At the time in my life, I had a job. I was working as a caregiver. I don't know if you know this, but as a caregiver, if you have any kind of like assault charge or anything like that, you're fucking done. Assault charges and stuff like that kind of take you out. I was also
you also have to report things. Like if you're any sort of a social worker, a therapist, a psychiatrist, you are held to legal to have to report too.
Right.
You see abuse.
Right. So at the time, I'm working as a caregiver, and I'm the only one bringing in any money to my family's house. You know what I mean? I can't afford to fucking lose my goddamn job, to go beat this dude up.
Reporting the crime could have got you to lose your job because you would be a mandated reporter at that point.
The fucking
your word would have held more weight than.
But I heard CPN I heard you make the comment too, saying about hearsay, and I get that in a court of law. Your fucking opinion and what you saw, whatever. But you also would help an investigator.
But that's the thing, and that's what everyone's glancing over, is that when I contacted my friend on that, their family tried to take legal action. Okay, they would have, like, there's no issue with me telling the fucking cops, hey, this is what this dude told me. What the cops told them was that unless this girl actually fucking says something, unless this girl is willing to tell on this dude, they can't do anything. There's nothing I can do legally at that point.
You don't think it would
call the fucking police?
Reporter maybe had said something?
No, I would not be a mandated reporter in that situation. Because
you were a caregiver. Caregivers are mandated reporters. That's
right, but I would not be a mandated reporter. Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up.
I think over me. I want to also say, I was that young girl too, guys. God. So I understand, like, young girls, like, we're young, we're naive, but men are kind of held, I guess, to a higher standard when you become of age and you are a man, that there is a moral code that you should stand by. And you stand, even if you have that young dumb girl that wants you to buy her a 40 or that weird girl that's always at the party that is 15. It's just, again, it's an unwritten rule of moral code that you just don't fuck with them. Again, hippie friends, I've had dudes that we have written off in my group of friends for stepping over that line or that boundary. I had young female friends that my friends were not allowed to fucking do that shit with. It's just not, and I think juggalos are much more hardcore. So I would expect this dude would have had a fucking broken job just looking at a young girl, let alone fucking with one. That's what overwhelms me about this whole thing.
Well, hold on real quick. So with that said, what I was trying to say is, first of all, the whole mandated reporter thing. The mandated reporter thing is if you saw the shit happen. You know what I mean?
And yeah, and I know, but
He
even
told you
even
something happened.
Told by the offender is also the same. If you
No,
go, if
no,
you
it's not actually prison, Mike. Learn the way the law works. I had this job for 3 years. I had to sign that paperwork 3 years in a row. Okay?
And I think it's state by state too. It varies from state because again, I know in some states you can be dating an underage girl and get arrested for that. In other states, there's the variance of right to consent is 16, right to consent is 18 in another state. I understand that different states
it's just like in some states, if you get pulled over by a cop and there's half a joint in your fucking car, you can face serious jail time.
Or get a ticket.
But if in Denver, if a fucking cop walks up to you while you're rolling a fat blunt out of your ounce bag, he would most likely ask you like, "Hey, what kind is that?" You know what I mean? Because it's legal there. You know what I mean? Like that's the way states work. But back to what I was saying about the mandated reporter thing. No, I would not be a mandated reporter because I didn't witness a crime. Somebody told me something happened. Okay,
and you need to report it. You don't have to witness it.
And it was reported to the family. The family tried to get the law involved.
It didn't work, so y'all should have fucking took the law into your own hands.
Exactly, and
but I'm not going to fucking jail. I'm sorry. I'm not losing my job and taking money out of my have my family possibly getting evicted out of their fucking house because we can't pay the rent because I no longer have a job because I went and caught an assault
that's
charge.
Where I give you a lot of leeway in that sense because you were only 18, 19. It wasn't like you were a 30-year-old grown-ass man like fucking Blue as a goddamn lookout recently. That's some other fucking totally different shit. You were young also. I understand that. But you owning the fact, and if you can today admit the fact that, hey, dude, this was some fucked up shit. Maybe I could have done more to prevent it. Maybe I couldn't. But I was also in a bad place where I didn't want to put myself out there to get myself involved in something that I didn't feel I should need to get involved in. And the only reason why I speak on this with you is because y'all take pedophilia so serious in your community. Fucking with young girls and all that shit is like the worst of the worst.
We actually do. And like I said, like most of my social circle ostracized that dude. He wasn't like we didn't hang out with him no more. Other motherfuckers told him he wasn't shit. And here's the other thing. Like,
you hate his feelings. So what you're saying, CPN, is the police won't do nothing if you fuck a girl, but if you beat an accused pedo, the police will send you to jail. That's what you're saying.
That is 100% correct in certain situations. I mean, I know. Like I said, I know I know a lot of you people look at like what you saw on television and you apply that to the way the world works. It's not how the way the world works, bro. And once again, and again, continue.
Are you telling me Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was not real?
No, that was real. That's obviously an autobiography.
I didn't know the Blue shit was actually that recent too. Like in my head was like maybe like giving Blue a pass.
Here's the other thing, Courtney. When it comes to the Blue shit and the Tony shit and them saying that I supposedly like was writing for them or whatever the fuck.
Yes.
When this shit went down, me and Roxy had COVID. We were literally locked in our fucking room with the TV on, just like hopped up on fucking medicine, going to sleep, waking up to use the bathroom, going back to sleep. That's it. For fucking days. For days, we were just like fucked off in our room. We had everything delivered to our door. We wouldn't let anyone around us, obviously, because we were infectious. And I wasn't sitting here on the internet. And all this shit happened while that was going down. So by the time I even heard about it, this is how I heard about it. I heard about it because Madness hits me up on Facebook to ask me if I'm okay, and then tells me that I'm Bloody Kiki's stream. They're saying that I'm writing for Blue and Tony being pedos. And my first fucking thought was, what the fuck? What about Blue and Tony being pedos? What the fuck did I miss? You know what I mean? Like they were already accusing me of writing for those dudes, but before I was even clued into what was going on. Before I said anything.
This is complete bullshit.
The only reason why I thought it was because when you went on Blue's panel.
No, they were saying that shit prior to me being on Blue's panel.
Lies.
That's a lot.
This was being said. This is what I was being told by Madness, and a couple other people were saying that.
Well,
And
they're all liars.
and there's
Where,
some screen-
where is the stream that this happened?
Yes, well, here's a fact.
Then what were you
Skeletor
talking before that?
Well, it is a fact. Skeletor said if you get on a Blues panel or anything like this after the fact, and he made this video, and all the whole community knew that he was going to disown you, and he didn't.
Okay, that's fine. But anyway, so then what ended up happening was, so there's all this stuff going around about Blues kids and stuff like that. So when I originally jumped on Blues panel, I jumped on him because I wanted to talk to him about the fact that maybe he wants to delete these videos and like stop.
Maybe he wants to admit he was wrong or fucking own it, which he has not done.
Right, but what I'm saying is, I was trying to explain to him that maybe he wants to not on the like what he did for Skittles or whatever, but I was telling him that all the stuff surrounding his kids that dude made up, that he probably wants to like get rid of that. And the reason I was telling him that, I said, your daughters are going to go to middle school and they're going to go to high school, and you have created an archive.
It's the weirdest thing to have him wrestling on a mattress in the middle of a pedophile fucking claim in YouTube.
Right.
There's videos of him wrestling with his kids.
Right,
Like, bad timing, dude.
You're gonna have an archive of like the fact that some dude made up this story about you doing shit to your kids. And you know how fucking kids are. They're going to turn around and turn this into, do you want, I was trying to explain to him, if you don't fucking get rid of this and stop doing this shit, your kids are eventually going to have rumors spread about them saying that they've had stuff done to them by their dad amongst their peers. And you don't want this for them. If you care about your kids, stop doing this shit. That's what I was trying to explain.
And CPN, you realize though that he literally, like Shane just said, he was trying to reap in the views, and that this is some drama. Like he literally said that came out of his mouth verbatim, that this is gonna give him views.
Right, but this is a lot of stuff I was not aware of. The only thing I was aware of is that the only thing so far that I was aware of when I jumped on his stream, I was aware that there was some shit that Tony said, and it was I had very limited knowledge on that. I was aware that Blue said the shit about him watching out for his boy, and I was aware that right prior to me and Roxy being bedridden, that there was that shit going on where that dude made up that conversation with Blue saying Blue did things to his kids. Those are the things I was aware of. So I was trying to explain to him, you don't want to get rid of all this shit, because this is going to hurt your kids in the end. Whether you did anything or not, whether you said anything or not, it doesn't matter, because this is going to hurt your kids in the end. This is all I was trying to explain to him. When I talked, and I even told him in that stream, as far as everybody being angry at him for him talking about him watching out for his boy while he got with a teenager, and him sitting on the porch watching out for his girl coming home or whatever, I told him, I was like, I can't even argue with anyone that's angry with you. Their anger is 100% justified. Now, I don't know what part of that conversation these assholes up here have turned into, have been able to bake into an oven and come out with, he's defending Blue's actions.
I think anyone that gets on Blue's panel right now is at this point supporting fucking Blue.
Yes, and
it's on there.
Exactly, and that was what I originally said. I never said supporting Blue's actions. That's what you've made it into, CPN. I said supporting Blue, just supporting him, just giving him someone to talk to, giving him views, anything. I was like, anyone doing that after what he's admitted is a piece of shit. And then you got on, and then I made a video.
And people still are.
I didn't see your video. And first of all, BK, I didn't see your video. Second, you're not the arbiter of who the fuck I talk to.
There we go. I don't care. I don't care about who the arbiter is. I don't care what you do. But what I'm saying is, if it pisses me off, I will let you know. And that is what it was about.
So then you obviously care. You can't be pissed off about a situation that you don't care about.
I'm not saying I'm here to tell you who you kind of can't talk to. I'm saying you can talk to whoever you want, but I don't have to like it.
By going on Blue's panel, it's people supporting Blue. Everyone that's still going on Blue's panel, again, and I don't fucking know Blue from a hole in the wall, and this is my fault for befriending people on the internet and giving a shit about people. Like the Tony thing fucked me up. to now, after all the times that I've defended him, whatever, I don't give a shit about how it looks on me. It's just to know that these are people that are around here that we've supported, that we've been around, that are fucked up. That ain't right. So don't let fucking Tony be on live streams. Don't let Tony get on panels. Don't let fucking Blue do that. Until Blue opens his mouth and admits his error of his ways, he's not going to. He wants the attention.
Society works when you fuck up. You get ostracized and pushed aside for being a fuck up, especially when you support chomos. That's how it should work. That's how it does work.
Yeah, but see, here's the problem. Here's the problem, and the problem is that anybody that you decide is a chomo supporter for any fucking reason, you know,
But you've done the same as far as people.
You just take a situation. Have you not? You take a situation and then you turn it into something else that you want, and then you say, "Oh, that's a chomo."
I want.
It's just like the SJW shit where they call everything fucking racist. You know, everything is the
fucking moron. Shut up, you absolute moron. What's going on is we're saying anyone supporting Blue is a piece of shit, and that's a fact. And because you're a piece of shit, you're like, you can't tell me who to talk to. And I don't care who you talk to, but if you do talk to them, then I will make a video calling you a dickhead, and there's fuck all you can do because you don't tell me what to make videos about the same way. So
I want to just say, let me say one thing is that, you know, in Prison Mike, BK, Fabian, all these guys, we don't all fucking agree, dude. We don't all get up or anything. I'm the one who's always usually asked out, defending people I shouldn't be defending and getting hosed about it. But the one thing I will give integrity to Mike and to BK is that they don't fucking sway from their fucking moral gauge and moral code. If they have a certain thing that they feel fucked up about, they don't the next day say, you know what, Blue, you're a fucking pedo, you're fucked up. The next day, Blue's not on a panel being buddies with them. And that's, again, we're on the internet. I understand it, guys. There's a lot of people recently that have kind of broke my heart in seeing the clout and what they want. That one day Tonic sucks. The next day he's a cool guy because he can get views. So that's irrelevant. But it's the point being is that Blue and Tony have admittedly and shown the fucked up shit they do. And when I still see people going on his panel or supporting Blue, in my opinion, in a community that pedophilia is so frowned upon, that is technically supporting them. That's what I think in my head is that if you're going to get up on a panel, or I don't even want to be on a panel with him, even if it's not even Blue's show or Tony's show, I'm not going to get up on BK's panel if Tony was on it. I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to be around that shit. It's fucked up and it needs to fucking go away. And y'all keep giving him attention. He's not going to go away.
That's the blame that gives him a pass in his mind.
And as much as I understand with that logic of thinking, so I like talking to you, Courtney. You're actually a lot more well spoken.
Some of these I'm gonna give you jabs every can.
You know what I mean? But as much as I understand that, I was when I went on there to say something to him, I was trying to talk to him about the well-being of his children. You know what I mean? And like again, you know, damned if you do, damned if you don't type situation.
And CPN, I've been that guy. Again, I was the one defending Tony with Jamie Nicole last year, saying he's not a pedo. He just took a photo of a girl. Yeah, here we are a year later. I got egg on my face. I get that, and that's okay.
And that's
you want to be educated before you make an opinion. I get that.
And that's the weird thing to me, where I was like, when this whole Tony thing started, I in my head I was like, I swear I've seen this before. I've seen like there was drama with Tony involving something like this
a year ago. Yeah.
And I was like, so we're bringing that back. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but again, I never again BK and Prison Mike have tried to spin what I was saying into something else. It's not the fact that they're not swaying on their moral code. What they're doing is they're taking situations and turning them into something that they can throw their moral code at.
Where have I spun anything?
Two different things.
Where I've spun anything you've said.
Yes, but you do realize that I don't watch Blue. People in the community told me to watch because they were pissed off with you. So I went and looked, and lo and behold.
Because he doesn't because unlike he doesn't take third-rate information. If someone tells him something, he goes and checks it for himself.
Right, and neither do I, and therefore that's why I came to Blue.
So you were more fact-finding. So you're admitting the fact that you were fact-finding. You went to talk to Blue, trying to get to the bottom of it and figure out.
No,
so
it wasn't fact-finding at all. It was me trying to explain to him, like,
don't be a scumbag dad.
You're hurting your kids by doing this. I was hoping. Well, here's the thing: the mother of his children.
More than anything.
the mother of his children, I talked to. I've been friends with her for many years. She tells me
What
stuff
does she
about.
think? What does she think about all this shit? Like what?
She thinks it's a very fucked up situation, and
Oh
she
my
wants
God.
her kid left. She wants her kids left out of this. So when I'm like talking to her about this, she's very fucked off at it. She's a single mother. She's raising 4 kids.
Oh my God.
She has 4 kids. 2 of them are blues, and then they broke up, and then she got with someone else, and they had 2 other kids. But anyway, she has 4 kids. She's a single mother. And so she works to provide for all 4 of them. She does this, and now she has to deal with this. The one thing she's been asking Blue forever is to please stop putting her kids on the fucking internet. Because and now this whole situation that happened, she's telling me that her biggest fucking worry right now is that this stuff is going to be connected to her daughters.
It's on the internet. It's never going to go away. You're going to see it. Yeah.
And so that's what I went to talk to him about. I noticed BK, when BK did his little videos on me, I noticed he never posted those parts of the conversation.
That's not what I was talking about.
That's not what you're, because conveniently, those parts of the conversation don't fall within your narrative. So
Well,
anyway,
it's not a
that's what
narrative. Again, he's cookie cuttering out the parts for his point. Everyone is
Right,
more than
that's-
welcome to
that's
go back
what's
to
called-
watch.
that's what's
and see the
called
whole
a
thing.
narrative. That's what's called
Yeah.
building a narrative.
No, it isn't. I am focusing on certain bits, so our editor edits out the shit he is not going to deal with. And you want me to leave on your virtue signaling when all you're doing is virtue signaling. That's all you're doing. Where he's an actual fucking joke. He's a scumbag, and you shouldn't even be talking to him if you had models. And that's the point. So fuck you and your
what's your
virtue
stance
signaling.
today,
Because don't talk about the SJW when you virtue signal like a motherfucker.
What's your stance on him today? Like with Blue? I mean, are you all still cool with Blue? Is
I mean, I think what he did was extremely fucked up, and he should be punished for it.
But you're cool with Blue.
But yeah, it's at 1:43 p.m. He makes a very good point.
Wait, what happened?
Adam's comment. I'm trying to get BK to pin it.
Oh,
for you.
okay. I was like, what about
Shane
the time?
Adams.
Well,
It's
here,
actually-
I
it's
can,
actually-
yeah, right here.
so the stream where you confronted Blue with your story of your friend violating a 14-year-old and you did nothing didn't happen.
That's actually the same stream. And again, I didn't do nothing. I did exactly what I was supposed to do. Now, to y'all, it might not be enough, but that's on y'all.
Well, hearing you today, Stephen, is different. When I watched the stream, I watched it raw when it was first happening, and I'm already pissed at Blue. So when I tune in and I see you now giving him a story that you had in your past, first of all, I was like, CPN, you are literally going to hang yourself. Don't talk about these things right now because it's going to make it so much worse for you. But then to hear the continuation of the story, and then obviously Skelly's video, this is your boy Skelly, who made that video that obviously showed Blue in what he had said, and you're confronting based off of what he said. And then Blue even calling you out, asking you, did you call the cops? And it was like the delay going back and forth. Now hearing you talk and hearing the other side of it opens it up to more interpretation. But again, it's the internet, it's fucking YouTube, you know.
It's the internet. Like these people, you know, when we talk about going based on factual shit, these people are literally talking about a situation that they maybe have 5% of knowledge about, and something that happened 20 fucking years ago. They don't know.
I've heard you say that you're going to call the cops to a guy over your phone, and then I've also heard you say that the cops weren't needed because you told the family about a situation that happened where a girl got essentially raped. Right?
Yes, and you beat a dude up over a golf cart, but you don't beat a dude up
I
over
didn't.
fucking a child.
First of all, I didn't say I was going to call the cops. But anyway,
if that was your sister, would you have done something different? Obviously, Stephen, you probably would have.
Of course, because that's my sister. That's my family. But okay, I'll put it to you this way: if back then, when I was 19, my sister was probably like 15 or 16. So let's say when I was 18 and my sister was 14, and let's say one of my friends called me and told, let's say one of my friends found out that one of my other friends was dicking my sister. Okay. I personally, you want to talk about what would you have done? I personally would have wanted them to contact me about it, not call the cops themselves. And then I want them to contact me about it. And at that point, me and my family will fucking handle it. Now, depending on how we would handle it, that's our family. That's how we work. You know what I mean?
Well, do you understand now in hindsight though, like that story, obviously, it puts you in some shit, dude. Obviously,
No, I don't believe the story put me in some shit. What I believe happened is you had all these people waiting for something. This was the something they were waiting for. They already know. You have a bunch of people that don't like me who didn't like me before they heard the story, and now they
had an issue with
even
you.
fodder for it, dude. Like, yeah.
Like, this is what you're sounding paranoid. Like, when have I ever had a problem with you?
I'm saying a bunch of people. I'm not saying I'm not. You want to talk about sounding paranoid? Did I say Prison Mike? No.
No.
Why are you applying it to yourself?
Well, I mean, because obviously I've been critical of some of the things you've said, so I obviously apply under that umbrella of those people. I'm not stupid. But my question is, what are we doing moving? What are you going to do moving forward?
Mike,
Now
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. What part of America are you from?
I'm from Maine.
You're from Maine, okay? So you're from northeast fucking.
CPN still talking.
You're from northeast fucking white bread country. You guys handle things some way. I'm from the southwest fucking border. We handle things a different way.
And that's what I'm saying. That I would have expected CPN you to have handled it a different way with this guy. And I get when you're saying that, you know, you had a job and you had this, and this is why you didn't do what you did, but it's hard for me to accept that when, again, y'all would fucking beat somebody's ass over some Skechers
can we at least get an answer of what's going to happen moving forward now that you do know the things you know about Blue and Tony? Like, do you think it's cool to be up on?
I don't know if you guys have seen, but I've been trolling the shit out of all of you guys by going into Blue's stream and saying I just came.
Oh, you're the absolute retard. You're the absolute. If that was you'd have been trolling yourself.
What are you talking about? I've been going into Blue's stream going, I came here to give my absolute undying support to Blue and Tony just to piss y'all off because y'all don't say that shit anyway, so it doesn't matter. Moving forward, I'll tell you
Look what we've made CPN do and act like over the last week. This is amazing. This is amazing.
You're reverse Uno of my reverse Uno ain't gonna reverse the Uno of my reverse Uno, buddy. I can't do it.
Because all I'm saying is, first of all, this conversation, BK, about the one you're mad about when I did the what is an actual pedophile versus a predator versus a sex offender, this, that, and the other. I've had this conversation online before. Okay, and people have gotten you haven't made me do anything. I've only did the thing again.
Listen, I've never had to explain pedophilia to anybody because everyone I know just knows what it is.
Well, because most of you are very emotional and you're not very factual based. It's just an emotional argument. It's the same argument that people. It's the same argument that people have with religion. You know, this makes me feel warm and fuzzy, and these things make me feel dirty inside. So this is this, and this is that.
You're going off somewhere else now. CPN.
He's BK. This whole thing, obviously, you speaking out and coming out about it because it has triggered you. It hit a sore spot for you. BK's video, as much as narrative you felt he spun or only highlighted certain things, obviously you feel some kind of way by it, and it has triggered you to speak out about it.
No, to say I didn't feel any certain way about it. No, I'm not going to say
or
that.
Want to defend yourself over it, because I would want to defend myself over fucking the allegations about shit that I feel so strongly about. I wouldn't.
I mean, I'm gonna put it to you this way. I don't feel that any of these conversations that I'm going to walk away with. That I'm going to walk away with. What do you call it? With anybody go, oh, well, since that's the situation, now everything's cool. I don't feel that's going to happen because from what I know, BK's been wanting to come after me for months. This is what
I could have come after you ages ago. You're too easy. You're too easy.
This isn't a situation, and this is, I guess, for me, this is again why things the last fucking week or so have like jarred me, because this isn't just a trolling on the internet situation. This is some fucked up shit that we've all been exposed to right now. This isn't looking for something to go after or someone said something or whatever. This is a legitimate two very, people that are very active in this community that all of us fucking know and have hung out with that have real life fucked up shit that has been exposed.
Yeah, no, Tony and Blue, that's a whole different thing. You know what I mean?
It's jarring as fuck.
A whole different thing. I completely understand why people would have issues with Tony, and I completely understand why people would have issues with Blue. I'm not saying anybody shouldn't. I'm not arguing for them, and that's like what really pisses me off. What really like irks me is when people like BK and Prison Mike have done is they take what I say and they twist it into other shit. You know what I mean? That's fucking just that's so dirty. It's so.
But it's also the internet too. It's subjective.
So dirty. CPN has literally done that 100 times on this panel alone.
Literally never did it. Literally never did it. But anyway.
Wait, we didn't say that you were going to call the cops, but we watched it earlier when you said that you were going to call the cops over your phone.
No, what I actually told you is that I said that they threatened to call the cops on me, so I threatened to call the cops on them back. They said they were going to call the cops on me for trespassing onto private property, and that I said, "Yeah, you want to play that? Well, I'll call the cops and say you assaulted me and took my fucking property." Let's see who wins. Let's see who wins the cop calling game right now. You know what I mean? That was, and as soon as I'm like walking away from Magic Ninja, this is before I said the other thing that you're quoting. I literally am walking away from the building saying, well, they just said they're going to call the cops on me, talking about private property, so I got to get the fuck out of here, you know, etc.
I'm not arguing that with you.
So at that point, everything I told you, everything. Yes, okay. And what's the point?
Well, the point is I haven't twisted any of your words. I've quoted exactly things you've said, and you're claiming I've twisted your words.
No, you have, because what you're doing is you're only saying a portion of it.
But that's not twisting words. That's what we're leaving stuff out.
That is twisting words. Leaving stuff out is twisting it.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Leaving stuff, saying stuff out of context, leaving things out that change the story is twisting it.
No.
If I were to tell you,
selective.
If somebody were to tell you CPN shot a man in the face with a shotgun, and that's the only part of the story,
who called me?
Like, oh, he's a fucking murderer.
Last question.
Well, I mean, no matter what happened, if he shoots someone in the face with a shotgun, he is a murderer. So it doesn't change it. Even if there's reason and justification for it.
Now, if I were to tell you that some dude broke into my house and went after my wife with a knife and I shot him in the fucking face with a shotgun, then of course the story changes.
But you're still a murderer. You still murdered the guy, regardless.
Technically, no. Murderers are people who kill somebody over passion or sport. Killing somebody over fucking self-defense or defense of your loved ones is not considered murder.
Okay, see, we're going off on other tangents.
I know. CPN mode activated.
No, what happened is you just lost that argument and you got mad. That's what happened.
Where am I mad?
No, here's what's happened, CPN. You take an argument somewhere else to win there and then come back and then you think you won over here. That is retarded. That is retarded. And this is what I say about you. I don't play these bullshit games. Stay on point. Stay on point. We're talking about what's come out of your fucking lips. And there's no twisting.
Talking about a portion of what came out of my lips.
Yes, because that's what I want to talk about.
So where is me talking about where they threatened to call the cops on you, pertinent to me saying you said you would call the police on them? It doesn't matter that they said that.
Exactly.
What you said, Prison Mike, you said that the reason I threatened to call the cops is because I wanted my phone back. That's why I was going to call the cops. That's not the reason why I said I was going to call the cops. So you're twisting it.
I'm not twisting it.
It's like me saying, listen,
only part of what you said, but it's verbatim.
That's twisting. That's twisting.
No, it's not.
I know you don't like that to be twisting because you rely on shit like that. I know you rely on keeping everyone in the dark. I know you rely on keeping people in the dark.
I rely on what goes on in the dark.
Just like Fox News and CNN or whatever. I know that's
there we go.
Internet, everything's subjective. Everything is subjective.
The boys are at it again. God damn them, they're cooning.
Yes, it's like me going up to someone and then giving him flowers and then snapping his jaw and then telling you the story and you go around talking about the snapping his jaw. And I'm like, no, fam, you're missing out the bit where I gave him flowers.
Who fucking cares? That's not what it was about, dog. It was about, you said you would call the police over your phone, not being taken. That's what you said.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a twist.
How is it twisting? You literally said it.
That's not why. That's not why I was called. I told him I would call the police. I told them I would call the police in response to them saying they were going to call the police on me, not over my phone being taken, in response to them calling the police on me.
The simple fact was,
yeah, that voice right there. Let me get her number real quick.
Because of your phone. You admitted, you said yes too. The fact that we're running around in this fucking circle because I didn't mention that MNE said they were going to call the cops, it's irrelevant. It's not pertinent.
No, it's not irrelevant because the reason I told them that
it's relevant, CPN said it's relevant
because of the fact that they threatened to call the cops on me.
So I get it. So you're playing the if you call the cops on me, I can call the cops on you game.
Right. Exactly. You call the cops on me.
Change the fact that I didn't twist your words because you said you'd call the cops on them. Holy fucking shit.
No, but you said the reason being is because I wanted my phone back, which was not the reason. That's the twist.
And again, this is where it's subjective at all. Again, this is the internet. Everything we're saying here is
right. It's the fucking
subject
internet.
interpretation.
It is what it is. And trust, like I'm saying, most of these motherfuckers already hate me anyway for me celebrating fucking Jamie dying. You know what I mean? Like,
that's against me where I'm like, you're a smart dude. Why you would even inject yourself in this blue shit and tell that story? That's why I didn't get it and I didn't understand. I'm like, there's no way. Like, this is something that nobody should even touch with a fucking pole because it's, it's not going to get any better. And when I tuned in and I saw the first time that you were talking to Blue, I thought like, not sympathizing, but you were kind of, lessening or taking away from everything that was going on right now by applying your story and what you had, what you went through.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I find that BK and Prison Mike seem to be focusing a lot more energy about me not calling the cops properly versus Blue and Tony, who they think actually did something to somebody. So
I've asked you several times.
I'm more concerned that you didn't beat the dude's ass. That's my thing. Even the cop thing.
But see, that's the whole thing. It's like the whole thing about, well, you didn't beat the dude's ass. So okay, so
if you stand right here right now, CPN, and you say I was young and maybe I didn't make the right decision.
What should I have done? What should I have done? Like since y'all got all the fucking answers. It's not.
I don't even think there's a right answer.
Step by step. Tell me step by step.
I don't think anyone has a right answer, but I think in Blue's situation, right or wrong, it happened. If Blue came out and just said, "Dude, I fucked up. I did this. It's some fucked up shit." My problem with Blue is the fact that he didn't do that. He not only did he say these fucked up things, did this fucked up thing, he then celebrates it for attention, clout, views, whatever. And he is not admitting to the error of his ways. He thinks it's okay. And that's the Blue situation that I don't. And the same thing with Tony. Again, he's got Tony on his panel right still.
He's getting together with Tony and pretty much trying to make it like, everyone's ganging up on Tony, victimizing themselves over it.
Sorry for Blue and Tony.
Well, I mean, of course that's gonna happen when you have a whole group of people ganging up on one person, regardless of what the reason is, and then you have that same group of people ganging up on another person. They're both going to have like a common, And that's
the assumption everyone's made because y'all in the Juggalo community, you guys preach so hard. Again, like it's been branded in my mind that pedos are the worst of the worst. So I get surprised when I hear a story come out of your mouth like that, CPN, and that something crazy didn't happen. Like you didn't fucking hospital. That's all.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Courtney, but that was another thing. CPN said on his video that the only reason we have a problem with adults fucking children is because we were taught to think that.
Yes. That's true.
Well, yeah, that sounds tough as fuck. Put that in the argument, dog.
That is truth.
That is weird.
And there's proof of that because they're literal communities. They're literal
I'm not even going that route with you, bro.
Right, I mean that's truth. Now that's not saying now. Of course, BK's twisting that again too. Because there's more to that. Because there's a lot more to that. There's a lot more to that. I literally admit that the reason I have a problem with it is because I was raised in a culture that has a problem with that, and I was taught that this is fucking wrong. And because of that, it's the same thing was like, why do you think there are cultures that when they see a gay person, they immediately think to throw them off of a fucking building? Because they were taught that their whole lives. To them, that's right. To us, it's not.
No, it's not to all of them. It's not to all of them. You're wrong. That's why most of them people, and name who you're talking about. You're talking about Muslims, and that's why most of them flee the country to the West because they want to escape that hell they're living in.
Yeah,
so
and other people and other people think it's right.
Yes, but you're saying if you get taught it, you think it, and that's your own instance is wrong because other people don't agree with that within the Muslim religion in Islam, and they leave to come to the West. So your own instance is bullshit. Bullshit. No one can teach me to want to fuck a kid. Simple as this. But that's what you're saying.
Well, no one could teach me that either. No one could teach any of us.
You said they can
because we grew up being taught the opposite. Like I know that like human psychology, which is one of the lesser sciences, but it's still very confusing to you guys.
I know because I'm very stupid. I'm very stupid.
I get it. You know what I mean? I understand that human psychology and
my stupidity.
And like social sciences and stuff are very confusing to you guys.
So he called me an SJW and it talked about social science.
Social science and how societies work.
Yes, I know. It's all science, CPN. It's science, brother. I'm scientific.
Everything actually is science. I find it kind of. I find it kind of ironic. Somebody trying to mock science to me using a device that was created with science, using a communication connection that was created.
Listen to this, dickhead. No, CPN, you are scientifically a moron. All right, so I agree.
Okay, prove me wrong then.
Blinda's comment saying that I was never taught not to to have sex with kids. It just came natural. Like that's a good point in the fact that raised or not raised, I think.
So the only way you can be taught the only way that can be true is if you grew up in a society where that stuff was okay.
You're wrong.
And you naturally thought, no, this is not okay, and you went somewhere else. That's the only way that can be true for any single person saying that.
You've just proved that in Islam they get taught that child brides are okay in certain parts of the world where Islam is in power. Yes, but women and men take their little daughter because they don't want them literally sold off to the highest bidder. Right. So they flee the country, and yet they were taught that exact thing.
Right, and because they were also shown an alternate way of living. They were also shown an alternate way of living, so they were able to see, like, this is not the infallible way of living. Shit! So they were able to see that.
I'm not going to become a lesbian. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not my preference to be with women. So I'm exposed or told or taught to do that. Just like if you're born into, Christianity and you're told not to date men or like men, they end up, a gay man comes out and realizes he likes men. That's natural. That's nature.
Right.
Going back to science, there is that
is natural. Yeah.
Man after death and in our brain is wired differently inside our brain using science to show that they were technically wired to be gay or to have that preference.
Correct.
Yes.
That is correct.
And me and Prison Mike were doing some reading last night into pedophilia, and the findings prove that you're born to be a pedophile because they find children who are like 14, 15, who are literally attracted and rape children under 10.
Correct.
So it's not taught or bred into you. You're literally born. You're born.
So did you? Hey, BK. Did you miss the part in my live stream yesterday where I said that the reason that it is considered a sickness is because we as human beings are not wired that way, because the way we're wired to have sexual attraction is this way, and so that's why it's a sickness. There's something off.
No, it's not a sickness. It is sick. It's not a sickness because, but by your definition, which I'm glad you brought it up,
it would technically be a sickness. Yeah.
Well, by your definition, which I'm glad you brought it up, because you said the only reason we're wired this way is because a child cannot get pregnant, but no kind of woman who goes through the menopause, and no can gay men. Yet you would still fuck them. No, with the woman who's had their inside scooped out, and you would know that she cannot get pregnant.
Correct.
So
and I actually touched on all of that too.
Yeah, of course you try cover your own bullshit.
No, I touched on it too. You're not talking about that. You're taking one little section of it and saying he said this, and not talking about all the other stuff around it.
See, because what you do is you say one thing, and then you know what's going to get said against you.
Again, what you're doing is you're quote mining to twist the narrative. That's what.
No, you're not even let to be finished. So shut up, and you will hear. You say one thing, and then in your head you hear what everyone's going to say against you. So you also say that, and then you say everything, and then you think you can just cherry pick out of your own fucking quotes while claiming we're cherry picking out of your own fucking quotes.
Well, that's what you're doing.
That's what you do.
That's what you're doing too.
That's what you do to yourself.
But you're doing it too.
That's what you do to yourself.
But that's what you're doing too.
That's what you do to yourself.
Okay, fine.
Exactly. See, exactly.
That's what you're doing too. I touched on the gay thing, and I touched on the all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's a literal biological fact.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch your whole stream because we were supposed to go over it today, and because you go off on all these tangents, it starts to get really boring and away from the fact.
Okay, then. So you're over here speaking on something you don't know anything. Well,
no,
okay, you're not
speaking
really speaking on it. You're not really speaking on it. Yeah, that's
so
fine.
Thank you for not generalizing.
Yeah, you're not speaking on it. That's fine. But what I was again, you're taking something and again quote mining it, BK, and what I was basically trying to say is that's why people are considered like they have a mental issue.
So you're saying gays are sick?
It's a sickness.
Are you saying gays are sick?
I wouldn't say they're sick, but I would say they're wired differently.
Of course, you're joking.
No, I would say they're wired differently.
Of course they are. They're gay.
And it could be, we could consider it a sickness. And what I said in the live stream is what makes that different is that gay people, if they're going to engage in sexual activity, they're going to engage in sexual activity with consenting adults, which that's what makes it okay. Is the fact that they're not going to hurt nobody's going to be hurt for being gay.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying about what you say. You gave a point, and then you gave an argument which debunks your original point. But now you think you can claim whatever point you're trying to make.
What is the argument that debunks my original point? What are you talking about?
You said we are not wired to fuck children because they cannot have babies, and that was your sole argument. And then you said, but gays are an exception.
No, what I said was like gay people have that same kind of like screw loose. Well, not the same kind of screw loose, but they also have a screw loose too. Like that's why. However, they're not hurting children by being gay, so there's no reason to be mad about it. It's kind of like over here, like the wire's cut open, and if you touch it, it's going to shock you. So we need to fix that. Over here, the wire's cut open, but it's not connected to a power source, so we can just let it hang. It's like that. I feel that. I feel that.
Just compared chomos and gays to live wires.
Live wires. That's right. Now I legitimately feel, and this is of course this is very fucking controversial because we hate science around here, but I feel that
whoa, who said we hate science around here, man?
Shut up. So I feel that
whoa, mister, you don't tell me to shut up.
I legitimately feel that people who have sexual desires, that people have sexual desires towards other people that they can't procreate with. Yes, there is maybe something off in the code there. There is a little something off with the wiring there for them to go that way. Now, what I also feel though is if those desires and stuff are not going to hurt anybody, then there's no reason we should have issues with it.
Science dominates.
I mean, people. I mean, obviously, we would say there are people with autism that obviously they have an issue mentally. They have an issue with being able.
Is it your attempt to take another low blow at me, dog?
but there are people with autism.
Needles. Now it's my autism. What the fuck's wrong with you?
But there are also people with autism, and that autism actually, makes them to be a fucking genius in a certain field of study, and they make fucking
So all right,
breakthroughs.
so thinking about Tony and Tony's situation, okay. So in a normal situation, obviously, I think all of us here right now can agree that Tony is not of all mind. You know, he had his stroke, his issues when he was younger. He's not all there. So we know, comparative to everybody, you know, that's where he is. However, again, with this checkbox of pedo, not pedo, the box is checked for him for pedo. Like that's
He was
the way
like
the
this
wiring
before,
was created.
he was like this before he had the stroke.
He has flat out admitted to me. I've seen the gentleman that showed him the photos in high school is on the registry. I looked him up. We discussed this at length. And Tony, as hard it was for me to believe this, I had to flat out ask him and say, Tony, do you desire to be with young kids? Are you attracted to young girls? Yes. Have you always been attracted to young girls? Yes. And that was a wrap for me at that point. That's when I said at that point there, you know, it has nothing to do with his level of intelligence or how much oxygen left his brain or, you know, whatever time it is. The checkbox is there for him. He prefers children. He likes young girls. That's it.
Let me ask you, can I ask you a question, Courtney?
Yes.
Why do you think Tony would have admitted this and to people and not just kept that bottled up inside?
Because he's not of the same intelligence that you and I are.
Or and when he well, what about the stuff where he's like, where he talked about? No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm asking a fucking question. Stop jumping ahead of me.
What is it?
Do you think, like, with him saying like, I need help, I need to get help? Why do you think he would say that?
Because he's being led to believe that by people like you believe it's a sickness.
I think he's not even owning to that though.
Yeah,
by him going to church is not him owning up to.
But why would he go to church to try to stop that about himself?
My only response is that he got pressured so hard from all of us, and
because
he was trying to come up with.
Because he was in a society that told him that the way he feels is wrong.
Well, the way
that's agreed. Sure, absolutely. Because we're all telling him that. We're all telling him it's wild.
And everybody's and here's the thing: everybody's right. Everybody's right to feel that's wrong. Hey,
so why are you even saying it?
Because it's part of the discussion. BK.
No, it's not. You're talking. You're saying a lot of words. But nothing of substance.
Right,
I don't think Tony though is changed. He's not. He doesn't. Again, like, you know, he's like a typical, like, you know, again, serial killer, somebody else that, you know, is a predator. He's not, he was looking for an outlet to try to, I don't believe deep down Tony wants to change or get help.
No, he was looking for people that would accept him for who he was.
You think he can possibly change?
No.
Okay, then. So with that said, too, and here's another thing. And here's another thing. Here's something I believe, too. When a dog gets rabies, we don't think about the dog and what it was like before rabies. We don't think about the dog's rights. We put the dog down because regardless, we know the dog could hurt people.
Yeah, it's not going to change.
Yeah, exactly. And I agree with that when it comes to sex
pedophilia, and that
I'm not just saying
castration is the only way to protect society, in my opinion.
No, it's not. No, I don't believe that at all, because all castration is going to do is stop them from being able to reproduce. I mean,
and they get more deviants. I mean, Tony proves that.
Like if you can't imagine if you still have sexual desires, but you can't get fucking.
Same thing with Tony. Look at, we know his plumbing doesn't work. Tony's plumbing technically doesn't work. Doesn't mean he can't go out and fucking do horrible things with other parts of his body.
Right. And he escalated. That's what last year was about. He went from looking at photos to taking photos.
Right, and at that
that's an escalation.
Point, and so it's not even castration. People need to be put down. Now, who's going to do the putting down and who's going to do that? That's where the debate comes in, because most people don't want to be in that position. You know what I mean?
No, if I never paid legally to put down pedos, I'd do it all day. Fucking.
No, I'm not talking about.
That is an amazing job. What you get paid to do?
That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is most people don't want to be in the position of doing something about it and then facing dire fucking consequences.
And I don't think at any point I never thought CPN was a pedo enthusiast or a supporter. CPN, I've never, throughout all this shit that's going around, I think everyone can agree that none of us hopefully think that you support this. However, again, the only thing that I'm holding you accountable for is in the context of you getting on Blue's panel and the height of all this bullshit and telling this story is where you cross the line of making it look like you were trying to lessen the intensity of what Blue did by also saying another story to kind of take away from that. That was the only thing I took away from the whole thing, was that you know, bad timing and a fucked up story to be bringing up during this. And it just, all of us as viewers to see that thinks that you were supporting Blue and this was your way to dummy down for what he did or his accountability for what he did.
And that's why I keep asking what's up moving forward.
So actually, hold on really quick. Bloated Will, I'm gonna destroy your story here really quick. Jamie Nicole herself, when she talked about that situation, stated that I was not on the call when that happened.
I remember Violent George bragging to CPN about it, and then
He bragged when he told me about it. I was obviously kind of surprised about the situation.
Yeah, on the live stream,
you know. And Jamie Nicole,
I remember when,
stated
that was
that
when
I
first
was
heard about
not
it.
in the call during that situation, during that whole thing. I was on the call earlier that night, like it was a big group call, and I started talking shit to Jamie. Jamie asked if I can be kicked out. And Violent George used to do what Jamie said with the snap of her fucking finger sometimes. So he's like, hey, CPN, could you go? And I was like, all right, fuck y'all. I'm going to play some video games. And I left. Okay. And apparently happened later that night.
Yes. And then I remember when he told you,
I remember when Jamie said
going to give him props, and you said that was fucked up of him.
Yes.
Right.
Jamie said that, it straight up defended you, at least in that aspect. Maybe the one time she did.
Sorry, Bloated Will. Sorry that story didn't work out for you.
But I'd like to point out, you're not coming at me and saying I'm twisting your words, even though I'm saying partially of what you said about that, because it reflects into your behalf.
Wait, I didn't even hear what you said.
Because I said I saw on the stream where Violent George showed you, and you said to him that it wasn't cool. I didn't say verbatim what you said, but that's the gist of it.
I don't even know what I said verbatim. I mean, it was earlier this year.
What about the group call is where it happened? Even Jamie said CPN egged it on. Jamie didn't say that.
No,
Jamie
George showed it to him is because her fucking son had called fucking George the hard R and he was drunk.
Yes.
And then so he said, well, look at this or some shit, and fucking flashed her fucking.
And don't you all remember when Violent George and CPN were arguing on that live panel, and it was like a flex Violent George said to CPN about showing this kid his mom's tits, and
That's what I'm
CPN
talking about.
dumbfounded stopped and said, are you kidding me that you showed a fucking kid, you know, his mom's tits? That was like when the whole revelation came where CPN found out about it.
I think what I had said was, wait, so are you admitting that you showed a child fucking porn?
Yeah.
And,
The bully
he
was
laughed,
gotta be
and he
offended
laughed
for it.
and he said, yeah, sue me. So I mean,
But here's the thing. It is a thing which I'm only just realizing now. That means Skeletor was right there and said nothing and done nothing after the fact.
I don't think Skeletor was in that call actually.
No, my understanding, it was just Jamie and George at the point that
it wasn't.
Skeletor wouldn't have been in that call because this was like a late night, like 1 in the fucking morning type shit when that shit happened. And Skeletor wouldn't join our Skype calls in the middle of the night because he's at work and where he was because he works overnight and where he was working at. Skype wouldn't connect correctly, I remember, with his phone because like the signal sucked. This was before Skeletor moved, and that his signal like really sucked at work. He couldn't be part of shit at night. That's why like you'll see a lot of streams from back then where you'll never see Skeletor on them.
Oh, DJ says catch you later. He's going to look for the screwdriver because CPN said he's got a screw loose because he's gay. So hopefully you find the screwdriver, brother. Remember, science, fam.
DJ, I mean, being a man who wants to suck other men's dicks and only suck other men's dicks and not get any pussy, you know, I do feel you have a screw loose. I don't feel that makes you incorrect. I don't feel
pussy scares him. It scares him.
I don't feel that makes you a bad person. I don't feel that you can't contribute to society. I don't feel that you don't deserve happiness because you're not hurting anybody by being what's considered defective.
Wait, look at Bloated Will's comment. He's stating that Max asked Jamie to lie for CPN. Jamie came out and said that later on.
Well, need to send me the link and
time
on that. Proof of that. That's just speculation until.
I mean, I don't remember that. As a matter of fact, Jamie never brought that up even Like, so during that whole time when that was going down, obviously Jamie at that point was mad at Violent George. Yeah, he did this, blah, 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 and all this other shit. But her and Drama Kiki and everything got cool again, and it was fuck CPN all day once again. She never fucking said that, even during the whole it's fuck CPN time again.
Yeah,
nobody remembers her saying that.
I have quite a few conversations with Jamie around that time. I'll have to go back and look because I don't recall her. I know her she talked about the situation, but I don't recall her ever mentioning anything about CPN having anything to do with it. And she had no problems telling fucking shit about CPN when she fucking
and that bitch will take almost anything, the tiniest of things, and blow them up into fucking huge proportions. And even in that,
Jamie, half the shit that came out of her mouth, bro, was fucking bullshit anyways. So even if she was here right now,
it would be very hard to pick apart.
Right, and I would, but that, as a matter of fact, when I remember that night, when her kid called Violent George like the hard R or whatever, I started talking shit when he said that. Like, what the fuck are you doing, JB? Like, you're teaching your kids to say that shit. That's when she asked me to get kicked out. Like, literally, because Violent George says, "Where's your faggot son?" And I'll just hear this kid in the background, "Fuck you, you fucking hard R."
She thinks it's funny. She said it was funny.
And we all went, whoa, what the fuck? And I was like, God damn, Jamie, you out here calling me a racist for saying coon and shit. And you're teaching your kid fucking hard R N words and shit. And I'm just talking.
Remember that live stream where the kid's in the back seat, just dropping them like nothing? Like her and Marty were driving around. The kid was in the back seat, and so many hard R's.
Yeah. And it was during like me talking shit. She asked George to like, can you get him out of the fucking conversation or I'm going to leave. And
I don't understand what's going on here, because if some dude or child started like calling me racial slurs that's aimed at a Chinese person, I would be laughing my ass off.
Right?
I'd be like, you do realize I'm white? I'm fucking white, dickhead. I would not go, hey, Abigail's off for him.
Show him his mother.
Why did Violent George show it just because in like defense of like this kid's calling him that, and he's like, yo, well, guess what? Boom, and showed it to him.
Because he's a piece of shit.
I haven't the slightest clue. I wasn't there when it happened, and I didn't hear about it.
She was a stripper, guys. Let's be honest. I'm sure they saw mom and her pasties once in a while. It wasn't like it was a big thing,
No, I'm not saying they probably haven't seen it before. What I'm saying is at the same time though, they don't know that, and it's not on anybody to show fucking nudie shots of their mom.
Loaded Will says that he showed him because CPN gassed him up. So so now you gassed him up on it.
I apparently
I would like to know whose alt account Bloated Will is. I have a fucking strong feeling that
they're all
George himself.
They're all gonna turn everything and everything else, at the end of the day.
I don't think Bloated Will showing a picture and then not reacting on things, they're all wrong. None of this am I agreeing?
Yeah, but you notice how he's defending Violent George's actions quite a bit, like getting a little
CPN, an adult man made another adult man do something, apparently. Fuck out of here.
So does Skeletor still on Blue's panels, or is this?
No, I know. So when I first heard about this, it was because Skeletor sent me the video clip of him showing what Blue said when he called Blue out.
Yeah.
For that shit, right? And I was like, oh shit. Now, again, I was hopped up on medicine at the time. But I mean, I obviously understand what's going on. I was like, what the fuck? Now, at the same time, I'm kind of every so many days going back and forth with Blue's baby mama. And she's telling me the concern she has about Fred basically making this connection to him doing something to his daughters, whether he did it or not. This is something that gets connected to them forever. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go talk to him about that. And so that's why I jumped on to talk to him about it. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, and that's what I was trying to explain to him. Now,
how does Blue okay with that? Again, like
I agree on that, Bloody Will.
It's such a fucked up thing for him to even like you said, even when it's a fake accusation, something that brutal, touching your kids, it's just whether it's true or not true, it just fucking sticks. And I can't even imagine what the fuck Blue's ex or his kid's mom I'd be fucking mortified to see these fucking idiots with masks on and all of us up here knowing about this shit and talking about it. Like I don't know.
I have nieces, I have nephews. One of my nephews has been on my channel before, but he's 15, and he kept telling me he wants to do YouTube.
And you had the chat roast him.
Yeah, I told him you can't handle
remember that
YouTube, bro, and he was like, "Yeah, I can." Blah blah blah. I was like, "What if people talk shit to you?" And he was like, "Oh, I could do it." I was like, "Oh, you want to be a little badass, huh? You're a little G. Come here real quick." And we did the roast my nephew stream. You know what I mean? He was fucking mad too. Like after that shit was over, he was like, "I hate your audience. They're all racist." But he's still down with it. You know what I mean? He still wants to possibly do YouTube shit. He wants to do a lot of stuff. I haven't put my niece up on here.
Please God.
But there's anything involving my personal family, when it comes to shit like that ain't seen the light of the fucking internet. And even with the story about this chick and my friend and all that, I ain't giving you no fucking names. There's nothing you guys will be able to go by to even figure out who the fuck. You know what I mean?
I talked to Tony and I saw this dude is legit. He gave me the name of who he is, and this he's on the registry. He's Tony's age. He's from Tony's hometown. Again, and it's just why I needed, because of Tony's mindset, and I see him get bullied to put his cell phone in a microwave, for God's sake. So I don't know who's kind of, as much as BK and I tried to speak to him on that panel, BK, and get him to open up on his own, I still, I don't know if it's a front or not. That's why I privately spoken to him, and it's jarring as fuck. This dude, he needs to not be living by himself.
What do you mean? There was no front. It was made very clear. I asked him directly if there was no, because he kept saying about prison. And I said, if there's no prison, you wouldn't get in trouble. And would you act on those urges? He said yes.
He said yes.
That's it. That's all that needed to be said.
Yes, it's a wrap. Then that's it. It's a wrap. You know what I mean? That's why this church shit.
That's one of the reasons we do have those laws, though, is
to stop these guys,
to be able to punish people, but also as a fucking deterrent for people that might have those fucking thoughts. That's why we have those laws.
I need to address this. Brooklyn, that was a child. A 12-year-old judge was apparently a grown-ass man. It does not compare. There's no justifying what he did, and there's no saying the child deserved to see his mother's tits. It's in such no fashion at all, but especially in a spiteful fucking one, So no, there's no justifying it. There's no defending it.
I thought he was older because his son acted like a gangbang.
That's literally what was he wearing at the time? But anyway, they knew how old he was because they talked to Jamie regularly. I beefed with Jamie, and I knew how old her fucking kids were. And I knew how old Jamie's kids were when she was making videos.
And again, I just think
shit, you know what I mean? They were.
I have a respect for, regardless of what someone's kids are. I don't bring up people's kids, whether the kid's 17 or 18 too. You just don't fuck with people's kids. It's just weird.
I haven't been online trying to talk shit to her fucking kids or anything. She's even trying to talk shit like, "Oh, well, there was that one time in Skype where my kid got on and you talked nice to him." Yes, Jamie, call me out for not being a fucking asshole to your children. Guilty as fucking charged. Sorry, fam. Next time I'll be a dick. Because we were talking about video games, because I play video games. So, and so does he.
So Blue, all right. So at this point now, Skelly, everyone's writing off Blue, from what I see, or the standpoint that Blue is being written off because he still is not owning up to anything wrong.
Yeah, he's trolling us by going on there and admitting to Blue his undying allegiance or something.
Yeah, but the reason I'm trolling you is because you guys keep saying that with.
But don't I have to see it for it to be an effective troll?
Huh? Well, no. I guess I don't know. Yeah.
Well, that's all we have.
If a tree falls in the woods,
I figure since people screen cap and send you things, somebody would have screen capped and send you.
But this is all we have too, as the internet, as far as proof of where you stand. When somebody says Tonic sucks, he's a clout chasing idiot, he needs to go away, and then the next day, that person's up on his panel, or vice versa. This is all we have. Actions are what speaks and proves, I guess, our what we think and how we are.
Actions speak louder than words.
So I'm gonna tell you where I stand. So Tony, obviously a sickness, should probably be removed from society. You know what I mean? Whether that's he has to do some jail time, be put on a watch list.
Something.
I mean, who knows? Maybe we could say God works in mysterious ways by giving him a stroke, because if he was an able-bodied person,
who knows what could have happened or what.
Right. So, but I do feel that he should be punished to a higher extent of the law. Now, as far as Blue goes, I don't. So first of all, I don't feel Blue has done to the level of what Tony has done, but I do still feel Blue has enabled somebody to be able to commit a crime.
Numerous times as well.
And again, I could have taken it past
I guess he had admitted to it that it happened a few times. It wasn't just a one-off.
Yeah.
Okay, I only heard of the one incident, and that the other incidents that dude fucking engaged in, that Blue just kind of knew about it, but he wasn't there when it happened.
Yeah, but he seems to think that because the first way it was made out was that he was keeping watch, and I think the miscommunication aspect is no one really cared. It wasn't the idea of he's looking out, more than the fact that he's complicit, knowing that this dude is fucking this underage chick, and he's just chilling drinking beers.
And then as soon as dude came out wiping his dick off with some 16-year-old pussy, they was like, okay, let's go out and get some beers together.
And again, he didn't own the fact that it was wrong. He is not at all said that.
And it only outed him when he felt the dude screwed him over.
Right. So in that case, I would say Blue is definitely an enabler. He definitely enabled the situation, and then he held on to it until as ammo, until him and that dude beefed, and then decided to use it as ammo against that dude. With that said, I don't know if Blue is going to ever be able to. I think there's still a way to be able to punish Tony, as far as legally goes. As far as Blue getting punished, I don't feel there's going to be a way to punish Blue, because you'd have to punish that Skittles dude first. There has to be a Skittles crime for Blue to be complacent.
The only thing that Blue will ever be punished by is loss of his channel or monetization. That is the only thing in his mind.
Exactly.
So
not to be able to see kids or whatever. That means nothing. It's his channel.
So as of right now, because Blue we don't have the option to punish Blue fucking legally. Socially is where his punishment is going to come in from most people. And I say the same thing to you guys that I said to Blue in the stream you guys were mad about. Everybody's anger towards him is 100% fucking justified, and his people ostracizing him, I can't argue with any of you saying you shouldn't do it, because he obviously committed some shit that was very fucking wrong.
Yes, but why are you speaking for all us?
And I do not support that type of action either.
You never said that. You just spoke for us and then moved on and spoke about yourself.
Well, no, it was a long conversation. So
yes, and you never said to him, "I don't agree with what you did," and there was no your opinion. You said everyone's opinion, and you understand that opinion, and then you just glided past it. And this is where I was like, right, well, he's not got on and said to Blue, "Listen, it's fuck you, Blue," because that was low.
I do apologize here. I thought that when I told somebody, hey, they're mad at you, and I personally believe everyone has a right to be mad at you, that's also me showing you that, like, yeah, I agree with them being mad at you, like, you did wrong.
Oh, you indirectly told him. That's nice and clean.
I mean, indirectly, whatever. I thought that would have been the understanding at the time.
Oh, I know.
What about Mary Jane's situation? Because hers was similar. She held in how she felt with Tony,
I don't know,
until he embarrassed
he got her mad. Yeah,
yes,
got her mad.
4 months she knew he had child porn on a hard drive and did nothing. And she's juggernauty.
So I think you guys really don't understand much about Juggernauty, really. There's a lot that
Well, again, enlighten us, because again, in one instance, it's like, you're either, you hate us because you ain't us, and y'all roll as one. But then in other instances, there's times that, like, we're not a hive mind. Some people have their own.
See, the thinking of the name Juggernaut when it was first thought of was because between our group, like just our group of friends, everybody was pretty much connected to the entire underground, which was actually kind of spread out to like some people in the mainstream. You know what I mean? And so the reason we called it Juggernaut is because we were like, like if we all like sat at a fucking table and all like discussed shit, like we literally have someone here right now that can get us in contact with Psychopathic Records, and we have someone here right now that can get us in contact with Magic Ninja Entertainment, and we have someone right here right now that can get us in contact with these people. There's like so much we can do here, and like there's all this information from all these different sides of the underground coming in like through different channels just with us as a group. So that was the thinking behind the name Juggernaut, is that's how like connected our little group was. Now my whole thing about it, and Max thinks something else, but my whole thing about it was like, yeah, we're like the Juggernaut, but the Juggernaut is more like a name for like a collective. You know what I mean? There's all types of fucking crews out there, but I know people in 4 different crews, not the whole crew, but I know people that from this crew, people from this crew, people from this crew, and people from that crew. And this person does that, and this person does this. So like anybody,
to Mary Jane then. So let's focus on her.
Anybody that was pretty much down with like that circle was Juggernaut. You know what I mean? They were part of the collective of like the web of information that we fucking had. And we were able to pull off some really dope shit.
But then Mary Jane went rogue.
Yes, what are we talking about?
Then Mary Jane went rogue. She just fucking went nuts.
Basically, what's just happened is we've just said this police officer has shot this innocent man, and he's going, well, actually, I know we're the police force, but what you don't realize about the police force is so some of them drive cars, and some of them ride horses, and some of them are not like, it's like, shut the fuck up. They get to the point. Mary Jane, protect this info.
But then Mary Jane is, we a bunch of us were cool with Mary Jane. So she's like, yeah, I'm cool with the Juggernaut. If you're cool with the Juggernaut, then you're part of the Juggernaut. That's just how simple it is.
Yes.
If you're cool with us.
Again, Mary Jane protected Tony, and she is Juggernaut. So we literally, that's exactly what I said 5 minutes ago. And then you've done all this, and we're going full circle.
Right, but you're saying it in a certain way where like Juggernaut is this like tight-knit fucking group, and because she reps the Juggernaut like that this reflect. That's not how that works.
No, I'm saying she should be denounced.
She should be denounced.
I don't
like, so I don't know her. I don't know her personal situation. You know,
I've heard of many sides of this too. All y'all saying
that's something I would have to talk to her about. I know she's the one that basically. I think she's the one that basically caused the whole thing to blow up in Tony's face.
Yes.
You know after Tony called her a bitch jokingly, but she didn't. She thought that it was for other reasons because of the situation that had happened when they had spoken. Because I had spoken to her about it in private, and she had said that she had this information, but it was hearsay, didn't know what to do with it, and even I agree that she should have said something sooner and not waited until that she was called a bitch and then come up and said it. But regardless of all that,
she said it in response in anger.
Exactly.
Right. Well, the thing about Mary Jane though is when this came out too, I thought this thing about issue with Tony happened a year ago.
No, the issue you keep thinking about is a year ago there was an issue where he took photos at a mall. And then
what were the photos of?
Then there was this whole tirade by Jamie where she was calling him a pedo.
Yeah, she spun it, and it was because it was
how old the
Jamie.
girl was.
That's why. It was a girl jogging in the mall, and my issue was, what 13-year-old is? It went from like a 16-year-old, then Jamie made it be a 13-year-old, and no one. You think Tony can look at a person and gauge accurately their age? No, but now today,
in today's world, that's a lot hard. In today's world, that's a lot harder to do too.
But now knowing what he's attracted to, we can all agree. Yeah. He's also attracted to drama. So.
We would have said differently. But yeah, that was the thing, is that back then, last year, it was Tony's not necessarily a pedo, but he's definitely a fucking pervert. And then fast forward to, you know, what happened this year. Had we known that information back when this whole thing first happened, it would have changed the whole outcome.
The whole year you were defending a pedophile.
I did, hand down, me.
Look at y'all.
Right, I told again. That's why I was so jarred by it.
Yes. No one was defending.
No, you guys, everybody used to get mad at me about it too.
Twisting shit. Talk about twisting.
I defended Tony.
But he wasn't a known pedophile. The thing that we come to the agreement on is that we can't prove that he's a pedophile, but he's definitely a fucking pervert. That's the only kind of defense
it was the source at the time, Mike. When it's again the Bender boys, Jamie, everyone's bullying this dude. I see this special needs guy.
No, I get it.
We're gonna assume, and this is.
On that is the fact that no matter whether you're a retard in a wheelchair or not, taking photos of any female of any age because you find them attractive is fucking creepy.
It's fucking weird.
So that's if you want to call that defending a pedophile, sure, I guess that's the defense. But he wasn't known to be a pedophile. Had we known about this hard drive and his sexual attraction to young girls?
Oh, today I got egg on my face, dude, for sure. Again, I got between BK and Fabian and Prison Mike. Again, they're constantly Tony's a weirdo. You know, don't defend Tony. Like I was constantly told that. I just felt bad for the fucking guy. And then you know, here we are today, where I fucking feel sick to my stomach. So, yeah, for sure.
I mean, I used to constantly tell Tony that I wanted to get him some good drugs, you know, so we can. Because I felt bad for him because, you know, he's in a fucking wheelchair. Like
a lot of people gave him that benefit of the doubt. Mary Jane included.
The first conversation I had with him, because we were asking about something, and he said that he won't put like certain crap into his body, talking about substances. And I said, why not? And I forgot what he said. He said something about, you know, ruining your life. And I said, listen here, brother. You can't walk and your dick doesn't work. You can't ruin your life any farther than it's already.
He found a way though.
Sure did.
What you should do.
Joke's on us.
What you should do is take a lot of acid and mushrooms in your life, because you might not be able to climb mountains, but you can with acid. You know, and I mean, I do feel that way. You know, I did feel that way with him. Like, yo, I want to hook this kid up with some psychedelics. You know what I mean? He might feel better.
And
I knew about him.
I was biased too because it was Jamie saying this shit too. So of course I'm a little blinded where I'm like, this bitch, you know, and I'm not going to believe what she says. So,
well, even
but then they accepted him after that too, mind you. Again, and it was changed where it was okay, and now he's back and let me in. He's back in the Bender Boys. It was a whole fucking thing. So
right, but I feel I mean obviously I feel that he should be fucking put down. So, like a rabid dog, he should be fucking put down. Even if the dog only has 3 fucking legs, the dog still bite. So
I advised Tony. I said, get the computer from Grandma and go and bring it to the police department, because if you can get any penance from this, or some sort of retribution, at least morally, you could provide the police with the sourcing and the coding of where these originally came from. And they can go to the bigger picture to find out who was sharing these photos or where he got.
But this is what shows that he's not as mentally incompetent as people like to make him out to believe.
Correct.
Because if he was, he would go do just that.
Correct.
But instead, he's hoarding it off, and now, furthermore, he's trying to downplay the actions by mentioning some fucking site that he goes to, and saying that you can't find child pornography on the the main web.
I don't know. Again, I don't.
Bullshit that you can't find child pornography on the main.
Yeah, it is bullshit. My daughter went through it.
I've literally come across it on fucking accident at times. Like, what the fuck?
I think you can get to some seedy Asian sites and some fucking weird
Also, there's a forum. It happened at my daughter's high school like a few years ago. A bunch of girls got their nudes leaked onto this forum that's on the main web. And there's still forums like it that exist. It's like where you can find certain, there's adults on it as well, where you can find pictures of them and by their town and fucking city they live in. And it's where all the local perverts go to put up their fucking shit. Well, a bunch of high school kids had collected girls' nudes and done the same.
Oh my fucking
So for
God.
him to sit there and say that you can't access child porn on the main web, it's complete bullshit. And
here's the thing, though. I doubt Tony is understanding how to fucking surf the internet.
But the thing is, though, is it wasn't him that
You know?
he said that a guy helped him curate those photos.
Fucking 4chan had goddamn fucking child porn.
And it's his story about the high school guy was the fact that like this is what made something wiggle when he was younger, and he showed him these photos. And
But
it
he
wasn't
also
like
had helped him collect photos. He mentioned that, but he now keeps that out of his story.
it was like he found somebody who was similar to him, and they joined forces together. That's all. Like he thought he was the only one that thought this way. Boom, he sees somebody else, and oh great, there's a like-minded person that we can.
And that's what he's been looking for online. That's why when he says all this stuff and says certain things, he thought people would just slide it to the fucking side. Just like his idea of pedophilia is he's not a pedophile because he hasn't.
Because he's not acting on it. He said exactly that.
Just him being sexually attracted to minors makes him one.
Yeah, he said that he didn't do anything wrong just because he hasn't acted on it, but just the collection of the photos and being, it makes
finding
me sick.
sexual gratification in explicit photos of underage kids makes you a pedophile.
I mean, here's the thing too. And this is where the legal system comes in. He wouldn't be, in a sense, be able to be punished just for having the feelings. You know what I mean? That hard drive is your best bet to have
100%, 100% the hard drive. That's why we're trying to get him to turn it in if he really wanted any kind of repentance.
And did you seem like when we told him like you got to reach out to your family, he backpedals on everything because he doesn't.
And now he thinks if
he doesn't want punishment.
No, he just thinks that if he goes live and bans people, that everything will go away.
Yeah. Yeah.
and ideally, like I assume, because because I realize like most people that it isn't like the movies. The law doesn't work as fucking fast as people would hope it would. So even though the law's been
efficiently either,
100%.
The other story I had told too was I had two dudes try to fucking rob me once, and the cops like couldn't fucking do anything about it. And one of the dude left his hat behind, like in the attempted robbery. They both ran off. One of the dudes, his hat came off. You know what I mean? His hat was on the ground right there. There's fucking sweat. There's hair follicles. There's all types of stuff. Fucking cops show up. My mouth's busted the fuck open. I'm bleeding and shit. And they told me there was nothing they can do unless there was another witness to the situation, or because these dudes are just going to say that they were somewhere else, and they're going to have a witness say that, oh yeah, no, they were here at the house all night. So
some of that though I attribute to somewhat poor police work too.
Right. I mean, it could definitely be fucking poor police work, but there's nothing anybody could do about being in an area that has poor fucking police work. Really.
No, I'm not saying anything of that nature, but what I am getting at though is like the fact that Tony has been reported and stuff, like I mean, as far as I'm aware, people have still been on his neck, and he's still talking about how that hard drive exists at his grandmother. So as long as he keeps admitting that, and the FBI starts watching and honing in, because that's what they do to collect fucking shit, wanting to see if maybe they can get somewhere else deeper. Once they hone in, if he keeps admitting and he keeps on and doesn't get rid of that hard drive, eventually that's what's going to take him down.
Yeah, Champ called the FBI on us. I mean, can't somebody do the same thing to Tony? Can't we get some? I mean, cyber police.
I've just been told by a very credible source that the Nazi only existed when Wolf had money to support them.
That's not true at all.
I love when these credible sources pop up.
I mean, it's a very credible source. The Nazi existed before Wolf was even around.
But did it blow up after Wolf joined?
I think as it was blowing up, he was part of the wave of people that came in during the blow up.
Well, I need to go fucking have a shit or something, So this stream is nearly full. It is about to hit 4 hours, so we will end it there. I'm glad I called this the Carnival of Foolery, because that's exactly what it turned into. It was pretty good, there's loads of fucking foolery. So notice I put number 1, because this is number 1.
Number 2 coming soon, fam.
I just, again, my only takeoff after everything is the fact that Blue fucking sucks, because he owns up nothing as far as what he's doing to damage himself, his big YouTube career, but also his children. And whatever relationship that possibly exists, doesn't exist, or could possibly exist in the future. And I am ashamed by, again, supporting him for so long and allowing, you know, him to continue with his fuck shit and not admit up to it. Tony at this point is a fucking wash. He needs to go away. He needs treatment. He needs professional help. He needs police retribution for what he's done. He needs to hand over the hard drive. And again, CPN, you get fucking smacked in the fucking wrists for getting on that panel with fucking Blue, not being educated enough to know what's going on. And I will say you didn't know what was happening, but you literally walked into the middle of a shitstorm and offered up a story that everyone on the outside made it look like you were dummying down the intensity of what Blue was admitting to or what Blue was fessing up to.
I mean, yeah, I hear you. I hear you. And if they feel that way, I mean, there's really not much I can do, you know, to change that.
I will say everyone should unsub to Blue then, and fuck Blue. No more panels with Blue. No more fucking. And it sucks. Again, I've defended Blue forever. I've always defended Blue. I've supported him. I give him money for fuck's sakes. I'm that guy that gives him money.
Yeah, I donated to Blue too.
Yes, suckers. So fuck chomos and their supporters.